What is up, everybody? We are back in the house. Myself, Todd, Thursday night. You know how we do. Toss one back, or two, or three, or however many we're doing by the time the show's over. But happy Thursday to you, my friend. Welcome back. And
same to you.
Almost at the weekend, although you're already there. Because
yeah.
You're already enjoying it, which is nice.
Had a Rajay week for me,
yeah.
So
I haven't had one of those in so long right now. I desperately want to take some days off, but when we did the move, I already took a bunch of days.
Oh, so yeah.
I'm trying to let them accumulate to maybe May or June, then start dropping them again.
Right.
Drop it like it's hot.
Don't want to use them too fast.
Yeah.
Like I said, I took today and tomorrow off. It was our daughter's last week, for spring break. And like I was telling you, she got so bored, she decided to pick up work last night, today, and tomorrow. So I was like, oh, well, I could use the days off anyway.
Yeah, just to get those mental relief days. Shout out to John Pierre in the house. What is going on, my friend?
What's up, John?
Cheers, buddy. Good to see you. We've got Mike Miguel, Hito Parrot. What's happening from Tampa? Welcome.
What's up?
Good to see you. Always nice to have a new person to the show. Welcome. And appreciate you tuning in. We got Bart in the house up in Jersey. Another Jersey.
What's up, Bart?
Cheers. So people starting to pop on in and going to pop open some beer here. Did you open a beer already or?
Not yet.
Okay.
I got one out and ready to go, but I haven't opened it yet.
So I'm trying to go through, figure out what beers I want to drink tonight, because usually during the show I drink a lot of the extra beers I have. So it's going to be a Mad River type night, because I still got a couple of beers that Linda had given me and a couple of the seltzers there. So I'm going to go Mad River tonight, it looks like, and I'm going to start off with the Historic State Park India Pale Ale. So that's doing there.
Nice.
And all the videos are actually done now. They're just going to be uploaded. The first one will be up tomorrow on a Mad River beer. And then next Monday and Tuesday, I'll have the other two. So I got down to a pattern now, 12:15 Eastern, each Monday through Friday. Right now, I'll be dropping video beer reviews. So for people watching, you will know when they're coming out, 12:15 each day. That way, all the buddies across the pond, they can catch them when they come out, and it won't be like in the middle of the night for them over there.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Everything can do stuff. And then, who knows? We have the shows that are just popping up now. So, great week this week. Last night had Amethyst Hills on. Night before her had the guys on about Italy and craft beer. So, look forward to having more of those stuff coming. There's other stuff already in the works. So, we're going to be, like I said, bringing more stuff here 2022 to the show.
Nice.
And I try not to get smacked. So as long as that happens, I'm in good shape. So we'll see.
that's always a good thing.
I've got into the habit of kind of working that in and stuff. I need to stop now. But yeah, that's going to be out there for a long time probably.
Might as well be.
I'm surprised I haven't seen a meme yet with The Rock laying the smack down. So
you're right. I did see TikTok today that it was a lady they were filming, and it was his first stand-up act since then.
Yeah,
and he came out saying I'm not going to talk anything about it. He said I can do a whole another show on that shit. He's like, I wrote this show months ago. He said I'm not going to even throw that in there or bring it up from this point forward. I was cracking up.
Yeah, I saw him when they had the audio from him. He's like, so how was your guys' weekend or something?
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. So how was your weekend?
Yeah, that'll be out there for a bit. So, we'll leave that to the tabloids. We won't get too much into it. But today on my Facebook, I had to put it up there because I knew it was going to happen at some point. They had the Rick James faces interchanged. I don't know if you saw it on my Facebook or not, but they took Charlie Murphy and the Rick James from Chappelle. And they put the face of Chris Rock and Will Smith on it. So I was like, all right, the internet is just
it's blowing up with it. Yeah.
I knew it would happen at some point. So yeah. Oh, crazy. Wow. John Pierre. Ooh. Simpler Times Lager. That was not one that I was a fan of.
He's like, ooh.
I'll try everything at Trader Joe's, and that one was like, okay, I can see why you're the low-cost bid. Let me know what you think of it, though.
That's what I was just going to say. What do you think of it, John, of that one?
I think you got a 6-pack for like $3, so it was 50 cents a can, basically how it worked out. So yeah, you're not expecting a lot going in.
It's like the what are those ones that were called? You can get them at Walgreens, I think it was. What was that? I forget what those beers were called, but it was like $3 a 6-pack, or like $6 a 12-pack, or something silly.
Yeah,
I forgot what the hell they were called. I don't think you can get them anymore though. That was been several years ago.
yeah. Well, that one I believe was done by Mine House, which our buddy Dan in Canada, Western Canadian beer reviewer, or he's a Western Canadian reviewer. He is not a fan of Men House. So if you ever catch him, ask him about Men House, and he'll go in a big old EB type. So, EB and Erie might pop in there. I saw they're playing Warzone right now as well. So we'll see. Usually Erie's multitasking, so I'd probably say she probably will pop in before.
Right.
Gilbert's in the house. Cheers, fools. Cheers, homie. Good to see you, my friend. Treating myself to a Pilsner Urquell. Pilsner, this is a classic. It's a classic. The Pilsner Urquell. I actually got the Pilsner Urquell mug around here as well. And, sometimes when you go like to a dive bar and you get that, it just feels right to have like a little classic throwback there. We got JT James in the house.
What's up, James?
What's going on? So I'm going to crack open this historic India Pale Ale. What did you say you had there?
I didn't yet. I was just waiting for you to say what yours was. But I am drinking, or getting ready to pop open. Actually, I just picked it up yesterday. This is a collaboration with Equilibrium and Haas. Come at me, bro. Triple IPA. 10%.
Oh, nice.
There's the So when I first looked at on the side there, it says drink cold, keep cold, blah blah blah, and I'm like, kept looking. I was like, okay, there's no damn date, so how are you supposed to know? But then it's right here. It's why you put it white and yellow, like you can't even hardly see that, but it's 3/15/22. So
they're not always the best marketing people when they come up.
No.
With things.
So a couple weeks old. This is like I said, it's 10% triple IPA, but it doesn't give what any of the hops are or anything.
Yeah. But
looking at it on Untapped, it gets really good reviews. So it comes in at about, I think it was like 4.3 out of 5, or 4.3 out of 5. Yeah,
that's pretty good at Untapped.
And it better be good because it wasn't cheap. I'll tell you that. Hence why I only ended up buying one can, because I was going to get a 4-pack, and then I saw them and I was like, no, I think I'll just buy one, which was expensive enough. So it was like, of course, they raised the price on singles, but I've been thinking it was like $32 a 4-pack or something like that.
At a good old price of craft beer. So
I bought one, which was like $8 or so. I don't know.
Yeah.
But whatever. I was like, I at least want to try it once anyway. So,
it's funny talking about price. So a few weeks back, friend Shalonda, Afro Beer Chick, she had posted on Twitter, her daughter's just starting to get into beer. She asked about buying a beer where she was at. She was out west. I forgot what state it was, but it went at $30-something for a crowler, like $32 for a crowler. And she was like, that's way too much. I'm like, well, depending on what if it was like 32 ounces of Bourbon County in a crowler.
Right. Yeah.
You go for it. So not knowing what it was, but it's funny here locally, one of the beers they had on tap, it was like $31 for a 32-ounce crowler of it. And it was like some type of Imperial Stout. I can't remember which one it was for sure right now, but it was like, 14 or 15%. But it was just kind of, you do see stuff out there at times,
Oh, yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
well, I have noticed that since the guy that used to own liquor stores where I used to go to all the time sold and the new ownership's under it, it seems like the beer prices have gone up. I don't know if it's the new ownership, which I think it is, or if it's because of the economy and shit where, different things being hard to come by now, if it's gone up any.
Yeah. Well, price-wise, I expected things to go up previously because of aluminum costs.
Right, yeah.
With Canon, but then with Ukraine, expected stuff to go up because of grain. They're actually one of the top grain suppliers.
Right, yeah.
But I didn't feel like we would hit that yet. So I don't know. It might be a little mix of both, maybe, depending.
Yeah, but I feel like the prices, because the new ownership took over, I guess it was probably last fall, winter, some sort. So it was before that even happened.
Yeah.
I noticed it already starting to go up. So I just think it's the owner. I feel like he probably thinks he can do that because he's bought pretty much all the liquor stores around town.
Starts controlling the price then, yeah.
So, yeah, it's on this side of the river anyway, for the ones that have a decent amount of craft beer anyway.
Yeah.
Now, there's some other liquor stores, that primarily carry your, Bud Light, Miller Lite, Lagunitas, some of the Lagunitas stuff. Not Lagunitas, but, Kugel.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those, like, kind of ones you can go in the grocery store for the most part and get a lot of, at least here anyway.
Well, you can always road trip to Jungle Gyms and stock up.
Yeah.
Even when it costs the gas, it'll still come out a good deal.
They did open a new liquor store fairly close. Well, 10 minutes from our house, 15 minutes from our house. Haven't been to yet. It's only been open maybe a couple months now. Yeah. And it's right down the road from where I usually go meet her brother and dad on Saturdays for breakfast. So I might stop in. I might stop in there Saturday and just see what they got. Right. So I don't know if they have a big craft beer selection or not. I know they always advertise a lot of liquors and stuff. So kind of thinking they might lean more towards like bourbons and spirits and stuff.
You never know. They could have definitely a selection in there.
But then I did see on their webpage, they do have like scrolls for like Sweetwater and some different craft beers. So I thought, well, I'm going to check it out and see. Maybe they might be a little cheaper.
Shout out to Cheers to Blake in the
What's
house.
Up, Blake?
James, a nice can art. Roger the Kangaroo was on that can there.
Yeah, it is. It was pretty cool. He's pretty built too.
Cheers, Chad. It's been a while. Hope all is well, my friend.
What's up, Chad?
Nuggles, Blake. I don't know what JT and Blake are doing over there, but hands above the table. Drinking on a Great Lakes premium lager. Great Lakes and brewing this lager since '87. And for those watching here in the States, Gilbert's in Canada, so he's talking about the Great Lakes Brewery in Canada, not the one we have in America, although they are across the Great Lake from each other, I believe. Vanessa's in the house. Cheers, Vanessa.
What's up, Vanessa?
And hold the chat. But he's out, JT. Big Daddy's in the house. Cheers, guys.
What's up, Big Daddy?
Cheers, homie. Big Daddy, cheers. And cheers. Pipeworks, Ninja versus Unicorn, double IPA. That's a good beer.
That is a good one.
That was pretty solid. I guess they got the double dry hop version of it now, too. So that's even out there. Hey, JT. I'm going to visit 2 military-based exchanges on Long Island next month. I can see what liquors they carry. I know you will. Check it out for sure. Yeah, so we came out, they had the Guinness list come out here for what's on tap at the brewery locally, and they got the 4 Extra Stout Vanessa on tap, and they've got some other stuff, some small batch stuff. So I definitely got to try to get out there again because last time was too many people.
Vanessa might like this, or I don't know, she might be mad or jealous. But for summer vacation, because we have to kind of do a short one this year, we're going up to Michigan. We're going to go to Holland and stay in Holland, and it's like 10 minutes from Lake Michigan, and because they have like beaches and all kinds. It looks like the ocean when you go there. But anyway, we're probably just minutes. Yeah, we're probably minutes from New Holland.
Yeah,
we've already been looking it up and writing down breweries that we can go visit. And we're not too far from Sagatuck, so we're gonna go to that brewery also. And what was another one? I didn't realize that was there, but it's close. It's dang it. I think it's in South Haven. I can't think of what the hell it was now. Oh, Oddside.
Yeah, Oddside ales are pretty good as well.
Yeah, we get some of their stuff here, but we might go check them out too. So,
but Dragon Milk on tap. Yeah, you'll be.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
and if you go into the brewery, they have the different variants. So
right, yeah,
different stuff there for sure.
Yep.
Chad said, just got to work, going to the beer store, priorities, and then home for food. I need beer first, and then I'll eat.
And then food, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Food's secondary.
Technically, beer is a food, right? Yeah, so there you go. Let's see. Is the Dragon's Milk Reserve 1 for this year yet? It should be out now. It should be the first 4 months or the first one. So I haven't went out and seen any dragons. I haven't seen any dragons milk actually here. So I'm not sure if New Holland gets distribution down here now that I think about it. But the first one should be January through April.
I've seen them advertise it, but I haven't been out anywhere to where I've seen it. So I don't know. I think it is out now, though. And I can't even remember what that one is.
I got a feeling Vanessa peeked up when New Holland Brewery.
Yep. Vanessa New Holland Brewery.
Yeah. Great Lakes, Toronto is 1 lake over from Cleveland Suns. There you go. Yeah. Cool. It is mapped on my must visit Google Map trip thingy. Yeah, she's got it down. She wants to get a keg out of there, I believe, still. So trail out to New Holland and back one day. You could do it. You could do it.
There you go.
Any weird beers you've had this year? Have I had really any weird beers this year?
None pop out to me really off the top of my head.
No, nothing really jumps off too much. Thinking about some of the different things, and we were doing the move and stuff, so it's been kind of limited to what I actually had on hand. Any of the breweries I went to here, there was nothing there that was mind-blowing as far as anything weird with it. So, no, nothing really too much. If I was at the beer fest taking place this weekend, I'd probably have like a bacon beer or something, or a pepper beer, because they're going to be there with those kind of things. But my first homesick day.
I was going to say, yeah.
Cincinnati, not being a Cincinnati Beer Fest.
And working it.
Yeah. It is like, I will be back in Cincinnati, though, the first week of August, by the way. Because I got to come back for a sales conference. So hopefully we'll try to connect with you guys when I'm there. But
so you have to stay in a hotel a couple of days or something, or
yeah, we'll put us in a hotel and stuff.
There you go.
Fly in and of course when they said that, first thing I thought about, Jungle Jim's run. I'm gonna need a big suitcase. So
so you'll be flying?
Yeah, I'll be flying. I'll be flying.
Okay.
And now that when I found out you can actually store as much beer as you want in your bag on a flight when you check it, I'm just gonna bring one of the big suitcases and I, pad it all out and everything like that and put the beer in, and it's cheaper to shipping it back. Just for the one fee, and this makes it worth it. So
heck yeah.
Just knock on wood. Last time I did it, no problem. So how some of those bag throwers get down there and just start throwing stuff around.
I feel like you would have to go to Jungle Jim's, like it's
a priority. Last time I did it, my fear was like, what if I'm over the 50-pound limit or whatever? They make me have to take stuff, because you see people getting to take stuff out sometimes,
right?
But the last time I flew first class and it was like 53, and then like the other one was like 47. I don't know if they averaged it or what, but they were like, no problem, just do it on there. Like I don't know if I was in the first class, I was able to get away with it or what. So
I bet they probably did do that, average it between the two, since it's the same person. So I don't know why it would make any difference. But
I've seen people that are going through stuff, putting them from one bag to the next. It's like, you know what? You're saying this person's bag has too much in it, but they're moving it to another bag. The bags are all on the same plane. So whether it's in this bag or that bag, the weight's not shifting. It's kind of like, why even make them move it? Because it's still coming on the plane anyway.
Right. Stupid rules. Got to follow.
Airport's the last place you want to get an argument with those people, because then you just
then you won't see your bags at all.
You'll get scrubbed or whatever. They'll put you on some bad red eye flight or something. It's like, this sucks. But let's see here. Yeah, so here locally, like I said, we have the Guinness brewery, and so I saw this earlier. This was like the tap list that they have. We can make this any bigger. Like that, maybe? No, not too much. But they got some interesting stuff. They got a Batch 62 IPA, old-fashioned Imperial Ale. Now, these are just experimental brews. So, think of Braxton Labs on the scale. They got a pineapple coconut stout. Shout out to Beer Patrol. I know you want that, baby, but you can't have it. You're not in Baltimore. The pineapple coconut stout, the Irish barley porter, the Vienna lager, high vis cream ale, Centennial Pale, currant stout, and chocolate mint stout aged in Kentucky bourbon barrels, bottles only. So in the stores, they have that chocolate mint stout for Guinness, which is done at the brewery here. But this one is actually aged in barrels that they have there for the batch. And then you have the other stuff they have for their regular stuff. Some out of Dublin, some out of here. You get the Smittix, and you can get like the El Dorado Amber Ale. You can get the milk stout, but the foreign extra stouts on tap there. Nitro cold brew coffee. You know, those other stuff that's here is pretty good. But
nice.
The small batch is what I'm really more interested in, trying a few of those and everything. So
speaking of Braxton, do they? I know they closed down the Braxton Labs. Did they move it, or do they have it anywhere else still? Or no?
They just closed it for people to actually go there. So it's still brewing.
Oh, okay,
It's not for operation for people to actually go there anymore. So they still make it and they ship it to the other Braxton locations.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's still in Party Source, but it's just as a operating brewery more than anything.
Gotcha. So you just can't go in there and like we used to go in there and sit and have beer. Okay.
Yeah. And get some bottles of what you call them? Dark
Charge. Yeah.
That's some good stuff, man. That's some good stuff.
You know, I had the Dark Charge. Which one was it? At the last beer fest we went to, and it wasn't all that great.
Yeah.
I was kind of disappointed.
I wonder if they took something off of it or something.
I don't know. I'm not sure what the deal was with that, because I was kind of looking forward to that beer as much as any of them, and I was like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, some you definitely like the variants more than other. That one that we had that was like the Mexican version. That was my favorite that we had when we had that one there. But they're all pretty tasty. Big Daddy said, "Cheers, AT, sipping on an Imperial IPA, uncessorable 10%, 100 IBUs from Revolution."
Nice.
Yeah, Revolution, good brewery. Rev. James said, "Oh, I'd never fly with beer or pot. I'd rather drive." Well, I would say with pot, that's definitely a better option for sure.
Yeah.
But flying with the beer, I was worried about it because I was thinking, what if it, pressure cab and all kind of, but everything was fine with it. So obviously, if it was closer, I would drive and I wouldn't have to worry about it. Like when I go to New Jersey, we're going up for Easter to have Easter dinner. My mom says we're closer now. I'm going to be hitting beer stores when I get up there that Saturday night. And I just drive back with that stuff. But I'm not going to drive 10 hours or 9 hours, whatever it was, to get back to Cincinnati either. Yeah. Although if I did, I'd go halfway to Morgantown, catch up with some friends, do a little beer drinking there, and then get up next morning and go in. But I don't feel like doing all that driving.
Especially if they're going to fly you anyway. So
yeah. I just got to be careful. Like, who are you going to fly with, right? Because, like, when the company's paying for it sometimes, it's like, oh, yeah, we'll put you on Spirit or something. Like, no, I don't fly.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
I'll pay up, So
I'll pay the difference. I'm not flying.
I know I ain't flying no damn American Airlines because we have bad history together. Again, it's like now it's like a Rocksmith type history. So
forgive and forget.
Yeah. Let's see. Vanessa says, well, look at that New Holland website. You can pre-order Dragon's Milk Origin. Yeah. 95 proof. Oh, yeah, because they have a distillery. So they do the distilling there as well. But Jungle Gym sells more beer than your average. Oh, Jungle Gym sells more beer than a lot of stores. A lot of stores combined. I mean, it's one of the top places in the country to actually buy beer. They're always selling like crazy. I mean, they can afford to put stuff out there like a 6-pack of stuff for $3, $4. It's like just to move stuff because they make up so much other money on everything else.
Yeah, they have some crazy buyouts for sure.
Nice beginning to get over to Revolution. I need a big bag for the hotel, towels, huge bag for Jungle Gyms, right? Like a casket for Jungle Gyms, you can fill it up. Best stout you've had this year so far. I mean, I don't track them. I mean, yeah, it's like hard to say because I mean, I drink so many different beers. I kind of live in the moments that I actually.
Yeah, those are hard. Those are hard questions to answer about beer because, like I said, you have so many. It's hard to.
I will say the more recent one I had was actually a nice surprise because the series can be sometimes up and down, but the Claw, their Irish cream coffee stout or whatever I just had, that was actually really good. So I'll have that review uploaded here at some point too. That was a real tasty one. I haven't done any of the bourbon counties yet. I've got them. I just haven't opened any of them.
Same here.
The ones I have.
I would say for me is I did break open. Remember the 2-pack? You've got it. I don't know if you've had them yet or not, but it was a 2-pack they were selling at Jungle Gyms, and it came with the glass.
The
and they were
Russian
like,
ones?
yes, and it was like $4.99 or something for the 2, and it was like a 2013 and 14 vintage, maybe.
Yeah, like you could like age them like 12 years or some crazy.
Yeah,
number.
so I did break open. My brother-in-law was over a couple weeks ago, and I did. And another friend of ours, he's not a big craft beer person. He's like, oh,
yeah.
I don't remember we got talking about Russian Imperial Stouts or something. He's like, I don't think I've ever had one. So I was like, all right, sit tight. I'll go get one. So we had the 13 variant of that one, or vintage of that one, and it was really good. So I might have to say, so far this year, I'd put that up right at the top.
I feel like the coffee beer that Big Daddy says would probably be one as well because they do really good in that series. But there was one that I did have. I'd have to look it up to remember which one it was. But when I sent you guys those beer from Spain,
oh yeah,
with one of the breweries I had teamed up with them on a rum barrel brew it, and it was just, and I was like, this is so. I was like, I know, and I looked at the label after I like done everything, and it had the Moldavita or whatever the name of that brewery in conjunction with it. I'm like, no wonder, because it just felt like it was done so well. I can't remember the name of it. I have to look at Untapped or something. But it was,
man, I'd love to get my hands on some more of those.
Yeah.
Especially at $1.99 a bottle or whatever it was you paid for them.
Yeah, that was one of those ones that's like you don't see every day type thing. You should just buy them all. Like I shouldn't even left that. I should have just got them all then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Milk Stout. Can't go wrong with Dragon's Milk. Agreed. Small jets are fun when weather is horrible. I don't know. I've called them fun.
Hey, right.
But I've been on a propeller plane before during a thunderstorm. I wouldn't consider that fun either. Vanessa might, because she'd be all bouncing all around and everything. But
like, I think I can. I can.
Me, I'm looking around like, where are the parachutes at? just in case. I feel like there isn't a lot of stouts to choose from in my liquor store. Well, depending on what their selection is, you can be limited for sure. So, but you got other stuff around you, I thought too, Chad. Is like you have a few stores, don't you? Or is you kind of limited to only one or two? Because that definitely does hurt for selection choices. Big Hugs by Half Acre, favorite stout. Half Acre does some pretty good stuff. Speaking of Hugs going into the Hall of Fame finally, which is a good thing. Took forever.
I saw that.
Probably one of his worst seasons this year, but
Yeah. I just try to make him feel better.
Yeah. Yeah, this weekend for basketball will be interesting. I mean, I just feel like it's all setting up for Coach K to go out on a win. To go out high,
Seems like it.
But him in North Carolina got some blood going this year, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, they're 1-1 this year, so it'll be the winner take all for sure.
Maple stouts are being brewed up now. I like a good maple stout. There's one that I've never done that I always think about, and now I wish I would probably pick it up because I don't see it here yet. Sagatock Brewing has the
blueberry
maple one, and it's like I've never picked it up, and it's like
I was just getting ready to say that one because we were looking at the website yesterday. So she wrote down some bunch of different breweries and cities within 20-minute, 30-minute drive.
I love how she's pulling up breweries and hunting for beer now. That's awesome.
And she wanted to go to Sagatuck anyway because she had the Neapolitan stout before,
which is awesome.
And we looked on their website, and of course, right now on tap they do have the blueberry maple one too. So I was like, "Oh, that's a good one." I have picked that one up before. It's pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know why I never did. I always looked at it, but it's never. I mean, I guess because there was just so many different beers out there, it grabs you and stuff. So
right, yeah.
Then once you leave, you're like, "Oh, why didn't I try that one?" I'm hunting them down. Perfected Belgian waffles to pair with the maple stout. So there you go.
She doesn't so much look to see what all the beers they have, is more to see whether they have like a Hefeweizen or a couple of the beers that she likes.
Yeah,
Because she knows I'll drink pretty much whatever. So
I don't know how far you guys are from Frankenmuth, but Frankenmuth Brewery has some good beers. And I had friends bring me back beers from them. They really were pretty decent. And they got one called the Hef, which is a Hefeweizen that she would love.
Frankenmuth.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I got blown upside down on approach the Eek Alaska pilot, and I were laughing our heads off at the landing. That's crazy. I'm upside down on a plane. I'm
really
not laughing. I'd probably say don't stand under me because I'm probably gonna piss on you. So yeah. Seems like a lot of breweries only do seasonal stouts, and spring isn't that season. Well, most people, I say a good amount of people, probably a little bit more than half, probably drink stouts as kind of more in the fall, winter. That's more when they like them when they're cool. It's colder weather. They like to have a stout at that time. I drink stouts all year round. So depending, on different breweries. I mean, most breweries will brew a stout nowadays year round. So it's just, you may have less out there. But you look at something like Bell's, they bring out, I think Expedition is now one of their full year round things, but it used to be kind of more in the fall and winter, some of the stuff they were doing.
Yeah, I'm not really sure on that one.
I am no doubt wrong. No, I think it's just most of the time when you get in the spring, like now, when you start to see the shandies, you start to see the wheats, they start popping up as being popular for a lot of people. Obviously, the IPAs are pretty much year round, but you'll see more of the sessionable IPAs and stuff like that as people are enjoying more outdoor activities. Some people don't, you don't want to be weighed down, so it's just a different type thing.
Now, Frankenmuth is more on the eastern side.
Okay. How far are you from what you call them? Boss Tweed.
I'm not really
sure. I can't remember who brews them now.
Not really sure. I'll have to see what. It's Old Nation. Is it Old Nation or whatever? Yeah,
it's Old Nation. Yeah, I would say, are you far from where Eric's going to be? I wonder.
I messaged him just to see where we were going, to see if it's if he knew anything about it, and he's like, "No, I haven't really been to that part," but we looked it up online, and I guess it's apparently like a pretty big destination, like vacation spot or whatever. Not necessarily where we're at, because we're like staying in Holland, which is like 10 or 15-minute drive just to the lake, which is fine. Yeah. But it's kind of a cool little. I don't know if you ever get a chance to look it up, because it's kind of cool, because it looks like kind of got like the old windmills and tulips and stuff, kind of like actual Holland would remind what you would think of. So it's kind of neat, and they got all kinds of pretty cool little city. So. It's only about a 5-hour drive here, but I think Eric said it was about an hour and a half from him. Mm-hmm. So I messaged him, was like, "Hey, if you want to drive over one day, on a Saturday, on that set, because we're going up to Saturday and coming back on Wednesday. So our daughter has to be back before the weekend. So plus we didn't want to drive too far to go to an actual beach, like in South Carolina or Florida or something.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's only a 5-hour drive from our house to get there. So I think Eric said it's about an hour and a half from him. So I said, well, we'll be up there. You want to come, and maybe we can go to Saugatuck or New Holland, or, hang out for the day or something. So he hasn't given me an answer yet for sure. Of course, he's got, we're not going until July. So
yeah, you can't go wrong with New Holland being there again. That's for sure.
Right. So Old Nation is in Wilmington. I'm not really sure where that is in conjunction. Let's see.
That's that Shadow Maple Stout in Vermont. Very tasty. Searching that one now. Leroy Butler finally got into the NFL Hall of Fame. But I'll tell you, oh, really? Was that out today, NFL Hall of Fame? Or?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hear anything about that one.
I know a Basketball Hall of Fame announcement was out, but yeah. Butler was a great player. But getting into this Hall of Fame has become so subjective nowadays. Like, it's surprising some of the people that aren't in there. So collecting and cooking the syrup now makes a spring activity. Maple Stouts try them all. Bounce over the web and you check your teeth on landing. Yeah. I like it. I like a Maibach as well. That's not a bad one to enjoy. Got John in the house. Is still brewed and reviewed. Cheers, my friend.
What's up?
John's down near you because he's down in the Louisville area. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
And he does anything. He'll tell you he'll do anything pretty much alcohol. So he does beer, he does wine, he does liquor. He does a little mix of stuff. He was doing the coffee. I don't know if you're still doing the coffee as much, John, though, but great channel to check out as well. I picked up a Belgian style wheat beer with orange and coriander. Yeah, so for your Belgian, that's pretty much what you go have in it. It's common. I mean, that's part of the mix. So you don't need to fruit it because there's enough fruit in it if it's done right. So no need to add the orange peel.
Yeah, Wilmington would be a good little drive for us to there. It's close to Eric though.
Yeah,
and it's near Lansing.
I'm trying to think where Bell's is in there up in Michigan too.
Where is Bell's at? That's a good question. I feel like I know what it is, but I can't think of what it would be.
They got some good stuff on tap there too. They got different versions of the Oberon.
Comstock.
I'm an Oberon fan. What can I say?
Comstock, Michigan. I don't know where that is. Now we would be in driving distance of the, not to mention brewery.
Go by.
I mean, we'd be within a half hour or so, I think, if we wanted to go that way.
Just have Shanny go and do a rant.
We can go flip them off for you.
Give me a video of Shanny going there and cussing them out. You guys fucking suck. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I'm like, get him, Shannon. Favorite summer is triple, but I'll drink heavy beers all year. Yeah, I can always do a Belgian triple without a problem. Double, triple, quad, pass it along to me, and we're good to go. So as I crack open the second beer here, this will be another Mad River. It is the Steelhead Extra Pale Ale.
Nice.
Yeah. These are actually pretty smooth out for what they're doing at Linda's Brewery in Mad River. I mean, even though it's an India Pale Ale and a Pale Ale, you have a nice balance with the malts where you get some of that bitterness, but the malts bring it back down and make it easy drinking one. Like you can drink these right through the summer with no problem.
Now, were they in Jersey?
It's about Mad River,
yeah.
California.
California. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Blue Lake, California.
What is up, 77 Trans Am guy? Cheers. Great Notion has a maple pusher, which is an imperial style, which is pretty good. I think you can get it in most states. Not sure where you guys are located in the country. We'll definitely have to keep an eye on that. I'm actually in Baltimore, and Todd's actually pretty much in Louisville. But I've heard Great Notion. I'll have to keep an eye out for them. Todd, you might be able to get them easier than I do. I think they.
I don't know.
I think they're at Jungle Gyms too.
Yeah, I'm familiar with them too. I don't.
But welcome, big welcome for the first time.
I'm not sure if we get them.
Welcome. Coming to the channel. Appreciate you.
Pretty sure we don't get them on our side of the river, but if I go over into Kentucky,
yeah,
I have them there. I'm not sure.
Or up to Ohio.
Yeah.
This week's strain is Montana Silvertip. That's the strain that you got there. What type of ice cream dessert would you pair with a stout? What kind of stout are we talking about? mean, you're talking like a regular stout. I mean, your regular stout, you can do like vanilla ice cream, but if there's something like you could do like a salted caramel with some different things as well. It all depends.
I mean, couldn't really go wrong with a nice vanilla with any kind of stout. I don't think.
Yeah.
Whatever kind of stout it is, you know.
Yeah. But I'm thinking with some of the caramel type flavors you're getting, some of them you get some salted caramel ice cream.
Well, yeah. Then you can easily go with like a chocolate or something, or
you can
hell, you could even do the Neapolitan like Sagatuck did, you know, with that one.
You don't even need the ice cream with that one. It's just
no.
Yeah.
I swear that one is one of the stouts still to this day where you're like, it says it's Neapolitan and you drink it and you're like, I don't know. Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. It is Neapolitan. What the hell's just happened here? It's like it hits every single, all three flavors. It hits you. Not at once. It just kind of progressively goes through it. It's a crazy beer.
Yeah, I mean, in drinking and kind of thinking on that beer, it's like, I don't even know how to get that even put together the way it has those flavors to come out in that beer. It is such a solid offering, and the way you get vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry out of it at different points is crazy. But if you guys ever get a chance to check out Sagatuck Neapolitan, definitely recommend it. And Old Rasputin, definitely a great style, pretty easy to get, and great value. I think you get it. The Old Rasputin, I can't remember if it's a 4-pack or a 6-pack, but it's not very expensive, like $9.99 or something.
No, that's a really good stout.
Yeah.
No, like I said, great value too.
Week before Super Bowl. Okay, so it's already happened before Super Bowl then. Yeah, I didn't see anything about the inductions that I remember. I'm trying to think if I did. Maybe I did see. No, I didn't. I'm trying to think of any of the players I saw that made one in. I can't think of any. BLT and beer, nothing wrong with that. Bacon makes everything better.
Yes, it does.
Gotta be some malt liquor drinking with Eric. You get Eric drinking some malt liquor, yeah. Get us some Mickeys. Is cooking with beer a waste of beer? No.
Nope.
I just say depend what beer you actually want to use for it.
I've done beer with cooking many a times.
Yeah. Never dark beer batter for fish, chicken, onion rings, corn dog batter, etc. Well, you say never dark beer.
I was going to say, dude, don't do that, or you never have done that.
Yeah, because people eat fish and chips with stouts all the time at a lot of the pub places.
Mm-hmm.
Great Notion has good distro in Chicago. Oh, nice! You're in PA, awesome. So you're on my neck of the woods, my side, because like I said, I'm in Baltimore, and actually will be up in Jersey here in a few weeks. PA Brew News. If you ever check out PA Brew News 77, he's actually in Pennsylvania, and he has a lot of the beers you have there too.
I was going to say, how far are you from Paul?
Me and Paul, I think he told me it's like 2.5, maybe 3 hours or so. Because he's like, if we met halfway, we'd be like in Gettysburg.
Okay.
Between us, so yeah,
that would be cool.
Yeah, so at some point, definitely will look to catch up with him too. If I ended up, I was hoping to maybe try this year to get up to Matt-Palooza if Matt does it again. He's did it in the last 2 years where he gets beer YouTubers together.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was funny because last year I was in New Jersey, but it happened to be the same weekend of my mom's birthday, so I couldn't get up there. So they do it again this year, and I can get up there. Paul hopefully can get up there as well. We can all get together. Let's see here. Peanut butter stouts. I do enjoy peanut butter stouts and peanut butter porters. Whether you're thinking about something about them, Chad, I wonder if liquid nitrogen or dry ice will make a Grain's milk stout popsicle. How do you come up with these ideas, Vanessa? Yeah. I'm sure you'd have the ingenuity to find out if it can. Or to Baccagion Brewing Comet Loon APA. You don't see a lot of American pale ales like this APA out there as much named nowadays.
Not really. Didn't seem.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that Sam Mills got into the Hall of Fame. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad he got into it. He was Don't Patrol the Saints great linebacker in the 80s. And he was the Panthers. He got the statue at the Panthers Stadium. So when he left the Saints to actually go to the Panthers, I became like a Panthers fan there too. They said he was too small for football when he came out of college. He proved them all wrong. I mean, use dark beer for those batters. Gotcha.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, cool. Says 77 says he's been following PA Brew News for years. He's about 45 minutes south of me. Yo, there you go. Oh,
nice.
Yeah. So you're actually you're right down there, probably close to the Delaware border then or so maybe. Or not too far from it. Is that all that is, Vanessa? 5 hours to Baltimore from where you're at?
Road trip.
Need to do a road trip for sure.
And she'll be able to feed you when you get there.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like I said, if things go bad, I'm much closer to salvation.
That is true. That is true. You will survive.
The way things are going with things happening, I feel a little bit better in the world than knowing she's just 5 hours away. Dragon's Milk Stout Popsicle sounds like a good experiment. I agree. I'd be interested to see if you could pull that off. Let me see here. Hey, what's going on, Wayne? Cheers. What is happening? Terrific, Todd. Cheers. Yes. What's up, Tex? Got to work in the car. Popped on the Dow's Blonde, which is cool because I don't drink. LOL, right? Yeah. Actually, he does. He doesn't usually drink. He usually goes the other route. So.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're not over on Warzone. I think EB and Erie are playing over there right now. Warzone too. I actually tried to get on Warzone earlier for a little bit, and they had an update for playlists. Like, what game updates more than damn Warzone? Like every time you try to do something, it's like, oh, we got to update.
I don't miss that at all. Because every time I get out there to play, the guy's like, well, okay, I guess I'll play tomorrow night because it's going to take 16 hours to download this stupid thing.
Like, I was only going a day. What the hell? Road trip with a bunch of beer brews from New England. That would be a great road trip because
that would be an excellent road trip.
Solid beers. I'm an hour north of Philly, born and raised Philly boy who now lives in the Burbs. All sweet. So I actually grew up in Burlington, New Jersey, which was 30 minutes east of Philly. So we were pretty much kind of that Philly vicinity, even though we were on the Jersey side. So that's awesome.
All of a sudden, I started thinking about Will Smith, born and raised.
We gotta stop with the Will Smith stuff. Although when he did do that, I was like, oh, he went Philly on him, kind of that little walk up.
Yes, he did.
Just went right into it.
The funniest thing about that whole thing was he was laughing until he saw the glare from her, and he was like, oh shit, I better do something where my ass is gonna get beat.
Not that I'm trying to beat a dead horse or that, but I can just see someone doing a meme because they showed that with her angle when she turns her old looks, and like no one's done anything like playing the Star Wars like a March thing or whatever, where she turns like then he gets up and goes up there. Oh, there's so many different ways you can go with that, man.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Some of the stuff I'm seeing has been pretty crazy.
Pretty funny too.
Oh, that's right. I was thinking it was already almost 10 o'clock, but yeah, you gotta wait 10 o'clock there. Quality time. You got to do quality time first. Yeah, there's an update for the playlist because they got rid of Clash, brought back Payload and some other stuff. So we were just there yesterday and everything was fine. Now they just wanted to switch it up again.
It's been too long. It's been all 7 days now, so they gotta.
But Texas, he wouldn't have to worry about us playing Clash because Clash isn't there. He's not a big fan of Clash, but you don't have to worry about that now.
Hell, when's the new one come out? It probably comes out here in a few months, doesn't it?
Oh no, it comes out like every October. So,
is it October?
Yeah,
okay,
October,
so we got a little ways yet then.
There was an ice cream place in West Hartford, Connecticut that makes your ice cream to order with liquid nitrogen milk craft. It's a place. I'll tell you one of the places I just went to this past weekend. Not that I needed to go there, but I had not been there in a while. Was Cold Stone. And we had a Cold. There's a Cold Stone around the corner, so we went to Cold Stone after we had gotten lunch somewhere, and it was It was still Cold Stone. It was just like I didn't really need to eat all this bowl. Like you go in there, you just know it's gonna be like a bunch of calories you don't really need. But
We've got a cold
to enjoy stuff. You can't worry about calories.
Right. We got a Cold Stone here, and I've never been there yet. We also have like a local ice cream place that they advertise on Instagram. Well, put their pictures and stuff on there. And there are these gigantic like mugs of ice cream scoops, but it'll be like so maybe it might be like a creamsicle type ice cream, but then it'll be like a big like an orange cupcake in it with all kinds of. I mean, it's like Woodford Brimley's knocking on your door if you go eat one of those things. But they look so damn good, though. It's like, oh my god, they're like $14, but there's no way one person. I mean, you'd have to have like 2 or 3 people. Oh yeah. So it's not really that bad, but they look so good.
Well, funny thing with Cold Stone, so I don't even know what it's. I mean, it's cream, but it's not technically, I think, ice cream. Whatever it is, how they make it, and then they have mix-ins they put into it. So they have different recipes for stuff, and then they just added the Lucky Charms marshmallows. So it was like, let me get this one and throw in those Lucky Charm marshmallows. Because like, who doesn't want Lucky Charm marshmallows? I mean, that's just automatic.
So here's like a picture of one of their ice creams.
Let's see. Well, that's like a shake or something, right?
Well, I don't know if it's maybe just a soft serve. I'm not sure. There's like
got
another
more than one straw. Oh yeah, that's like a date like thing there or something. You need a couple people maybe.
Yeah. They just post pictures of stuff all the time, so it's like different types of. It was like a moon pie with bananas and vanilla wafers, and it's like just some crazy concoctions all the time. I've yet to go there to eat one, but it's like, man, they look so good.
And people wonder why diabetes is up.
It's a real thing. Yeah, it's a real thing. And you wonder why exactly.
We are almost neighbors. You're right. Hey, neighbor. Huge Wing fan. They're from New Hope, PA.
Won't you be my neighbor?
I haven't heard anything from Wing in a long time. Liberty Bell, 3 hours, 42 minutes away from here. Yeah, Cold Stone is fun. You should go, Todd, because it's it's good, especially when it's warmer and stuff too. 4-pack at Dogfish Head Worldwide Stout, $9.99, 18% up. Next crazy deal, JT Davis Cardinal Liquors on Harlem. So you're getting a 4-pack of the Worldwide Stout at 9. So you're basically paying $2.50 a bottle.
That might be better than our IJ deal right there.
Yes, that definitely gets the horn on that one.
Holy cow! Usually those are $9.99 a bottle if you get them here. I think.
I think the cheapest that I got one of those might have been. Let's say it was around like $3.50 or $4. So he's under the Rajay deal level. He's getting a full.
Aren't the worldwide stout ones? Aren't those usually like $9.99 a bottle or something?
Usually 8 something, 9 something, depending.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, yeah, that's crazy.
That's a crazy Yeti deal from back in the day. It's a blowout.
I would have emptied that whole shelf if I could have bought them for that. I'd have been like, oh well.
That's when you're like, oh, gotta go back and get a cart.
Yep. Especially at 18%, because those bad boys, you can sit on those for a good while.
Yeah. Huh. I hope you got some cleaned out there, Big Daddy. Mix up your add-ins and you say what you want. Yeah. It is ice cream. They're mixing stone as a chilled marble slab. Yeah, they do a slab. I thought it was something why it couldn't be Cold Stone ice cream. That's why it'd be Cold Stone cream.
Is it one of those where they pour it out and then they scrape it together or whatever?
Right.
Okay. I think our daughter actually wanted to work there, and then out of whatever reason she decided she didn't want to. I was like, you're gonna be super tired if you do get a job there. Yeah,
it is premium. It's a premium ice cream made with approximately 12 to 14% butter fat. Yeah, that's the goodness right there. When you put butter fat in,
I think I just gained 2 pounds just hearing you say those words. Butter fat.
Yeah, that's goodness. That's pure goodness. But yeah, when they first opened, because you've never been in one, so it used to be funny when they first opened. If you dropped a tip, they had to sing a song.
Oh, okay.
So when you put a tip in, like they'd have like a jingle or something, but it'd be like with Cold Stone thing, but it'd be based off like some other type of jingle or whatever. Like,
I feel like
kid. And it was like it would get annoying though. Like every time people start leaving tips, because every time I know they had to get tired of it because they had to sing something every time, but it just be in there like every time you're there, you're talking, someone starts singing a song.
I feel like I might have been to one of those in like Gatlinburg or something before a long time ago. I'm not sure though. I always get that mixed up, and then the Johnny Rockets because they used to sing songs in there all the time too.
Johnny Rockets. I've been to Johnny Rockets in a long time. Good burgers and shakes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. There are 6 or 10 Mexican ice cream parlors on the north side near me. Only time I see like a Mexican, like in a Mexican restaurant, when you get the fried ice cream.
Like fried ice cream.
Yeah. Worldwide Stout is awesome, no doubt. Yeah, I mean, a 4-pack for that amount is crazy. Which the one thing, I think our ABV levels are lower here because I have not seen the Utopia here yet. And so,
that would suck.
I mean, I'm right next to Delaware, so I can easily go over there and get it probably, but it's
it'd be like you're in.
I don't know if I just been to a good. I got the one good store I'm going to, Lighthouse, and they do have some higher ABV type stuff. But when I think about it, like they don't have anything like Avery, like you don't have anything like that where you get like 18 or 19% in their stuff. And I'm thinking the highest ABV I may have been seen there might be 12, 13, 14 or something along those lines. So I don't know what the Utopias is, but I just haven't seen it here yet. So I need
would be like Ohio all over again.
Yeah, which Ohio is now higher.
Well, now it is, but before.
I just feel like I'm a grown ass man. I can have as much alcohol as I want.
Right. You can tell me what I can and can't have.
And you get the Ben & Jerry's 12 scoop bucket. I haven't heard of the 12 scoop bucket. Is that something they just do maybe up there at Ben & Jerry's? You can't do 12 scoops of ice cream now, can you? I think that'd be too cold.
Be brain freeze.
Yeah. Got to go to the Cardinal on Lincoln, my favorite local store. Very nice. I got my ice cream, dairy co-op up north, made with local cream, outstanding stuff. My first Ranger was right months old when I got hit at first. How about 8 months old maybe? Oh shit! It's about to get crazy here. Yes, chilled marble slab for mixed ice cream add-ons. What is up?
Hey, what's up?
All out of the bathtub.
Yes. Are you a bath or a shower guy?
I'm a guy. It's a shower.
I feel like most people are shower people.
Yeah, but I mean, I forgot. I remember like some movie or whatever. And the guy was like, it might have been Seinfeld or something. Like, you don't take a bath. You're guys. Women take a bath. You take a shower. Like, I know it's kind of a sexist type thing, but I just
you don't know what you're missing.
I've taken baths. I've taken baths before. Just usually shower most of the time. It's usually just getting it done.
Yeah, because my baths are like
minimum and everything.
No, God, no, shit.
But she'll stay in there for about 45, 50 minutes.
45 minutes is probably the shortest that I'll go.
I gotta go in there and like make sure she ain't drowned or something. Fell asleep and.
You just go off to Shannon Land, or is
just TikTok Land? I was watching this when I was in there, so
yeah, there you go. Like mom don't live here right now. Mom's
away. Yeah.
and look what she's drinking.
Ooh, let me see here. Oh, Angry Chair. Oh,
can you reach back there?
Imperial Stout.
Hang on.
Loaded French toast.
Wow.
It's sweet as sweet.
I thought you weren't as big as a Stout fan.
No, I like
as long as it ain't barrel aged.
Yeah, if it's not barrel aged, I can do it. But
what's the ABV on that one?
11%.
So she'll be drunk in about 10 minutes.
It's a session.
Yeah.
I got some catching up to do.
Let's see. Double Devon cream is twice as much butter than our heavy cream. Well, now that I know they put butter fat in Cold Stone, I even like it more. So, have you been in Cold Stone before, Shannon? Because Todd said he has it.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I thought we did in like Gatlinburg or something.
Yeah, like a Gatlinburg or something.
Yeah.
But we got one here that we've never been to yet.
I just feel like you're torturing those poor kids.
They don't got to sing anymore though.
Yeah, that's a lot of damn work for a scoop of ice cream.
I was showing him those. I was showing him those ones from Boontown. It's got the cupcakes and
you'd
candies.
have to split that with like 4 people.
They probably got butterfat in there too. The 12 scoop bucket is a Ben & Jerry's.
Oh my God.
Classic bucket. So yeah, so you got to be up there for that. But 12 scoops of ice cream for Ben & Jerry's.
I mean, there's no possible way you could get through all that without it melting first.
I feel like Vanessa would be the one. Give her a challenge. She might be able to do it.
True.
That was one of those things you can't eat too fast either, or you would be like total brain freeze.
Even if he gets to drinking it, she'll finish it. So.
Well, yeah.
James says, "Hey, Shannon." Seven cream and currant jam on a scone. I haven't had scone in a while. Vanessa, hey, Shannon. Military.
Yeah, that sounds fun. That sounds so relaxing.
She does showers and she's in and out. Like
No time for dilly-dallying.
When we were getting this house, I'm like, the one thing I need is a big bathtub, a deep bathtub. That's my only.
You get the one with the jets?
No, we had one of those at our last house, and that's disgusting.
With the jets? Really? It's
Yes,
like
because like the water would sit on top of it, and then it would like get moldy. And if you didn't use the jets, and then you turned them on, there had been water in there, and then it would shoot out all
it'd
yucky
get
water.
like some of the black shit in there if it
gross.
like
the
mold, like kind of moldy
was
or
a
whatever.
pain in the ass to clean.
It was.
Ew, well, that's not anything good about it.
No, so when you go to like a hotel and they have a jet, don't do it.
Yeah. Haven't taken a bath in more than 20 years. I mean, you've taken a shower, though. It's just the other day.
Hopefully.
I'm pretty ripe.
I don't take them very often. On a rare occasion, I might when it's cold out or something.
He only takes a bath in the wintertime, and that's not very often.
Maybe once a year, if that. It's been a while, though.
I rarely take showers.
Yeah.
Unless I'm in a rush.
There's another one of those down there, too, I think. But
There's.
What's up, Lone Star? Cheers. Good to see you.
it's probably why they're still down there. I've had them for a while. They're so sweet.
They are
Lone
sweet.
Star, cheers, everyone. Oh, that looks yummy. Yeah, the pictures Todd had up there has some really good stuff he was sharing. Medieval ripe. That would be pretty ripe. Oh, I used to bath when I turned 6.
Then I turned 6.
Oh man. Let's see here, Lone Star. Love me some Ben & Jerry's ice cream, indeed. That's one. I don't usually get that as much when I'm in the store. Do you have a favorite ice cream you usually get when you go to the store?
Me, my favorite. I can't get it in the store. It's Baskin Robbins peanut butter and chocolate. But it's the best. 31 flavors, Baskin Robbins peanut butter chocolate. It's hard to even find a Baskin Robbins anymore, but it's like chocolate and it's got like hard like swirls of peanut butter. I don't like chocolate with peanut butter cups. It's got to be like peanut butter, like swirls of peanut butter. But I mean, I like the other ones too, but Baskin Robbins is my favorite.
What do you usually get, Ben & Jerry's ice cream?
No.
Like Kroger doesn't have it there or anything? Or?
No, oh yeah, they have it. I like Bluebell.
Really?
Oh, I don't want it unless it's Bluebell from the grocery store.
I didn't think Bluebell was up there on the top level.
Oh.
Yeah, Bluebell's pretty good for grocery
It's
store.
expensive as hell though.
Well,
It's like $7 for like
was it a gallon or something?
no, it's not even a gallon.
Half gallon
yeah,
or
like
something?
half a gallon's like $7.
Yeah,
But it's
that's
worth
good
it.
though.
You know what ice cream they actually got here?
What?
Graters.
Do they really?
Oh.
Yeah, they sell graters in the store here.
Nice.
Do you have a favorite? What's your favorite ice cream?
I will get Ben & Jerry's sometimes, but there's like one, I don't even know if it's a fully ice cream, that Talenti or whatever. Is that ice cream or?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I have to look on here.
I haven't had Ben & Jerry's in a long time.
It's gelato and
Oh, gelato. It's kind of like a sherbet.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. They got some pretty good flavors.
I don't think I have anyway.
What's your favorite ice cream? Cookies and cream?
The flavor?
Yeah.
Is it flavor or ice cream?
Yeah, I thought maybe you was talking
like
about
any
like
ice
the
cream.
type or like the brand.
No, just like any type of ice cream.
I was thinking it was the brand.
Oh, the brand. Yeah, Bluebell would be my favorite brand, but Baskin Robbins is my favorite flavor. They have my favorite ice cream.
I don't know that one. Bluebell. It's like the
Wedding cake.
Well, that one's good, but the
Banana pudding.
yeah,
that one's good.
That one's really good.
It's got like chips of vanilla wafers in it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Probably typically, normal would probably. I mean, can't go wrong with cookies and cream, but even like a swirl or something.
You cookies and cream over cookie dough?
Oh yeah.
Me, I would.
What? I mean, I like cookie dough. I like them all, but yeah, I'd probably pick cookies and cream over cookie dough.
I mean, I'm not going to turn cookie dough down, but I mean, if I had my choice, I'd probably go with cookies and cream.
What about a Blizzard?
What's your favorite?
Huh?
Like what kind of?
Like what
flavor or whatever?
Like, what's your Blizzard order?
I haven't had a Blizzard in a long time. It used to be a cookie dough Blizzard, but I do like the peanut butter cup Blizzard that you get the Reese's or the Reese's Pieces Blizzard. But then they come out with different stuff. The cotton candy Blizzard is pretty good too. I like that one.
See, that one didn't even sound good to me, but I'm sure if I tried it, I'd like it.
You like cotton candy?
Not really.
Don't you know as good as gold?
But if there's cotton candy there's a lot of other things there that I would go for before the cotton candy.
Yeah.
Like a corn dog or an apple dumpling.
Now you're talking about fair food, right?
Yeah.
Like
cotton candy, I think, is a fair food.
Yeah. You get baseball game if you can get it too. Or circus.
Yeah, but you can get beer there too, and I'm not eating candy if I can drink beer.
Well, who says you got to decide between them?
I can't do both of them.
Dude. Yeah.
I could do both. Candy,
me too.
Beer, hot dog.
Me too. And her and my brother are both be like, "How do you eat sweets with beer?"
I don't like to eat it all.
I don't. Doesn't bother me none. I don't care.
It's like if you go to the Reds game, one of the areas we used to go to for corporate, it was up in the booths or whatever, and it was like one of their areas. I can't remember the name of it, but they have like 16, 17 different food stations with a bar. So you got like a bar up there. You got beer, you got liquor, but then you got like the hot dogs, the pizza, the pop. You got all kinds of different stuff. So you just mix it all up. You just go with the flow, and it's all good.
If we go out, like if he goes to work, or if I'm off and he's at work, and we go, I'm like, hey, you want to go to Our Lady or something? Like I might eat like a sandwich or something that day, and then if I go there, I'm like, I'm not hungry anymore. I'm drinking. Like if I drink, I forget about food. And he's always like, you need to eat something. You need to eat something.
I will say you've done a lot better than you used to.
I don't get sick all the time now.
The percent of butter, fat, and milk is what makes it tight milk. 1, 2, whole cream, heavy cream, double heavy cream, etc. Up to 45. Well, Cold Stone's 12 to 14.
Okay.
I
didn't know
I've never
that.
heard of double heavy cream.
I haven't either.
Is that like yogurt or something?
Vanessa used to do like health stuff, health worker, and have to spot things. She shut down a few places before.
I always wondered what the 1%, 2%. I never knew. It was like how much butter fat was in there.
That would be. I'm 5'3", so you're a whole foot taller than me. I have no trouble fitting in the bathtub.
One thing, Vanessa's not a contortionist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you could be if you wanted to, though.
Butter made for heavy cream and up. I churn up butters tomorrow. I think you knew that she churns butter.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, there's pretty much everything she says. I'm sure she's making it.
Yeah. Like if somebody was like, does Vanessa like build tanks or I'm like, probably.
I'd say so. Yeah.
She probably does a damn good job at it.
More than likely.
Yeah, she has at some point, I'm sure.
You're right. Yeah.
Todd, did you go get the Energy City pineapple that you saw?
Mm.
Yeah, because you mentioned that last week.
No, that was the one that he sent us.
No, I thought you said you saw Energy City somewhere at one of your.
Yeah, I did, but it was the one I wanted was the one that he sent us, the one that we had last week.
Gotcha.
Not the he sent us 2 of them, but the one that we drank last week was the one that I was gonna go get. And then since he got it, I was like, yeah, okay. But actually, I went yesterday and I didn't even see them, so I guess they're already gone.
Oh, probably so.
So I'm glad he, yeah.
There's a big liquor store by our hotel we're staying at in Holland. I saw.
Oh, sweet.
She may be the best scout ever. I'm just saying.
No kidding.
How much is a gallon of whole milk supposed to weigh?
Look, here's all her notes she's taken for our trip.
That's not all. Yeah, there's
no, there's
pages.
like pages and pages.
It's like the cities that are around us.
That's
What's
what I
in
told
each
him.
city? The best beaches, the breweries, things to do. Because I don't want to get there and be like, well, what are we going to do? You know?
You have like a Lewis and Clark expedition taking place.
Yeah, no kidding.
And you know what? I don't care if we don't do any of them. I just don't want to be there and be like, where are we going
Not
to go? What are we
do-
going to
yeah,
do? And have to think of something.
Oh man, I remember Baskin Robbins. Heck yeah, good stuff. Yeah, I remember Baskin. Well, they still get the Baskin Robbins stores at places. Although I see them like at airports more than anywhere. I think I feel like.
Well, when we went to
What
Myrtle
was
Beach,
the one we had? Oh,
remember?
huh?
When we went to Myrtle Beach with Mom and my side of the family, we went on a dolphin cruise. And when we were going there, we passed a Baskin Robbins.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
was like, we are stopping there on the way back because I need to see if they have peanut butter and chocolate ice cream. And they did. And I got like a big old container of it. And I brought it back to our condo. And I'm like, don't nobody touch this. This is mine.
Rod, when you lived in Kentucky, did they have an Earler's ice cream there?
I've never heard of that one.
Do you remember Earler's? They had them in Louisville, but there was like, it was kind of a local, but I was thinking they kind of branched out in different parts of
Sounds
Kentucky,
familiar,
so
but
I didn't
can't,
know.
like, picture it.
I'm not sure if they're even open anymore or not, but for some reason I'm thinking they closed, and then within the last few years they opened one store up again, like over by U of L's campus. It's called Earler's Ice Cream, and it used to be really good. Yeah.
It's 8.6 pounds per a gallon weighs 8.6. That don't feel right.
Holy
Like,
shit.
I feel like when I hold a gallon of milk, it don't feel like 8.6 pounds.
Well, she said a certain type of milk, I think.
Yeah, with all that butter fat in it, it probably is.
In the age of TikTok, I won't buy ice cream from the store anymore.
Ignorance is bliss.
Because people open them up and lick them and put them back in sometimes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you got to dig to the back. You don't kick stuff in the front row.
That's right. That's right.
6'6" and barely fit in the shower already, getting down the tub, and I would just yeah. Gilbert and Vanessa are not getting down to the tub. It'd be a big tub, hot tub. Oldest, largest family run dairy in Shreveport, Louisiana was closed down and auctioned off because their milk was consistently short 2 ounces per gallon.
Yeah,
Really?
Well.
Nothing was short milk. Friendly's ice cream. I grew up with Friendly's ice cream in New Jersey. We had Friendly's ice cream.
Friendly's ice cream.
Where it was like Friendly's ice cream, and it was like a restaurant. So you had Friendly's ice cream, and it was served like burgers and kind of like ice cream, like a Perkins type thing.
Kind of like Culver's.
Yeah, kind of like Culver's. Yeah. As a kid, grew up there in New Jersey on those. I got relocated to Alaska, and the food inspector of Louisiana called me up to tell me the judge ruled them sin and sold us FF all his assets February 1983. So they got shut down, I guess.
Oh, I bet maybe cited or stated something.
Well, he sold all of his assets, I think. 3 days, I limit my sugar intake to beer. Cheers. These days.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'll set it with some cider. Still around up here, owned by Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, a lot of times you'll see Baskin Robbins, Dunkin' Donuts. They'll be together in the same shop.
Oh,
So, we get that. Like I've seen in Kentucky, they have them like that too.
I was gonna say, I feel like I've seen those in airports together.
Yeah, when we drove here, I went to one, and it was together. Baskin Robbins on one side, like Dunkin' Donuts on the other.
Do you get Dunkin' Donuts coffee?
Yeah, I get Dunkin'. I like Dunkin' Donuts better than Starbucks.
I do too, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, you get a much bigger, like I always get a dirty chai tea latte. And so, like if you get one at Starbucks, it's a little bitty cup. You could get like an extra large at like Dunkin' Donuts for like $3.
Yeah.
It's like a freaking what are those big soft drinks you get at the gas station?
Oh, like the Polar Pops
it's like
or
Polar
whatever.
Pop size.
Yeah.
And they're not that big, are they?
They're pretty damn big.
Are they really?
Yeah. Because I'll get like cold coffee sometimes. I'll get like the big size like that. Totally blows away Starbucks as far as what you get to pay for.
Right, yeah.
We have a pretty good coffee shop, local coffee shop here. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's when she got relocated, and double heavy cream, usually in UK. Any beers you think are overrated? Yeah, you come across some I think that are overrated as you get them. I mean, there's stuff that I bought before that it really wasn't worth what you actually paid for it, or some might not taste like the hype. I mean,
some of the Bourbon County variants for sure for the price you pay for some of them, especially last year's.
Yeah.
Now the standard isn't, I don't think, even though it's not super cheap, but it's not real expensive and it's super good. So,
I mean, depends if you get that versus a Big Bad Baptist, so you get a 22 ounce.
Well,
16.
Yeah.
The value works out better to get the Big Baptist.
Well, even West 6 here had on Black Friday the same day, so I went and did both this past one. I got some Bourbon Counties. Then they had like a 5 bomber size of the, what's it called, snake cake. Yeah, snake cake. And then they had 4 variants of it. And it's like, for all 5 of those, which seems expensive, but you buy all 5 of them, it's like $100 for all of them. So it's $20 a bottle for the big, for a big bomber. Compared to 20, 30, some of them were 60 for the Bourbon County.
West 6? The one that's like in the courtyard? Oh, I love that place. That place is awesome.
Yeah.
Which I've got one for Big Daddy, which was the peanut butter one that's going to be coming in his package. So spoiler alert, Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Although I hate to send glass bottles, but I'm going to send that one. I'll just wrap it up really good.
Well, we got those things, those inflatable things. I saved
that one. That's probably what I'll put in it.
Yeah, I feel like if something's overrated, most of the time it's more that I have like the IPAs. Sometimes IPAs get overrated now because there are so many out there, and it's like people think theirs is still as great, but it doesn't really compare as much. That's why you see them on shelves a lot more.
He's coming up with the difficult questions.
Yeah.
What about zombie dust? Because you all used to go crazy over that stuff.
The what?
Zombie dust.
Oh.
Now it's just out there. Now it's just like.
See, that's kind of the thing with craft beers.
You didn't know.
It's like you want what you can't have.
Yeah,
and now it just sits there, and it's like, well, I can go get it anytime. So now it's just like it's not that big of a deal anymore.
That is my hope.
The weird thing with it, yeah.
I'm like, they're just fucking trying to trick you and give these beers hype because you'll only be able to get them for this amount of time. And I'm like, no, fuck you. I'm not falling for your tricks.
But Zombie Dust is still a good, solid. It's still a good beer, yeah. It's still good.
Yeah, it's still decent. I mean, it's just the market's caught up with them now, so it's not as
right
as it was because now you find those really easy.
That is like my mom used to always eat candy corn with peanuts. She loved that. It does taste just like a payday.
It does, yes. I've told people that too, and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "No, try it." I was like, "It's really good."
See, I've never been a candy corn fan, but
I'm not either. But
I've never eaten a payday either. I've never been a payday.
Oh, paydays are good. I like paydays.
I mean, like paydays aren't bad, but like if there's all those other candy bars.
Well, yeah. It's not my go-to, but I do like a payday though.
I mean, going back to a kid, payday was on the trade block as soon as I got it. Like,
yeah. You got some Reese's? I'll give you a payday.
Yeah.
Nah.
I kept the Reese's. I kept the Snickers. Back then, I didn't know how good Three Musketeers was until later on. I would have probably kept that one. Once I found out how good it actually was. The Milky Way, I found out how good. I used to trade Milky Way as well, but Reese's and Snickers were 2 gold standard, like and the Smarties.
Oh, whatever. My mom loves Smarties.
I love the Smarties. Like
my
Smarties,
God.
yeah. You was and the Sweet Tarts. You weren't getting those. Those were off the market.
Nope.
Don't even look into the stack.
What about a Heath bar? That's the best one, I think.
I traded Heath bar.
Really?
I traded Nestle Crunch. You can give me anything for Nestle Crunch because I just
you're the fun dip guy, wasn't you?
Fun dip.
This is the stick though. The stick was the only bit.
Pixie sticks. Wait, if I can get pixie sticks from people, that's good to go. Yeah.
What about an Astro Pop? Do you know what an Astro Pop is?
No, I don't think
It's
I've had
like
the Astro.
it was like it was kind of like a cone. It was a sucker, but it was like a cone, and it had like red and green. And I have to pop it because we have a public pool here in Sellersburg, and when I was a little girl, I'd always get one of those Astro Pops at the concession
Popsicle?
stand. No, it's not a popsicle. It's a sucker. It's kind of like, it's like when you bite into it.
Like a
it's
sugar
kinda
daddy?
Like, what?
Like a sugar daddy or whatever? Sugar baby,
Yeah,
whatever.
but it's not
Sugar daddy?
caramel.
Oh.
Sugar daddies were good.
Yeah, those things rip your teeth out.
Yeah, now and laters are always good too. So
I do like it now and later.
Yeah, even though it fucked the roof of your mouth up. But.
Okay, here's one. Hang on. Which side is?
Let me see here.
Yeah, I don't remember those.
Oh, it's whited out. I can't see it from the.
Hang on, let me see if I can find a better.
Yeah, it's
picture.
kind of.
I doubt if I can. Maybe it's got multiple pictures. No. That one's on Amazon. Amazon's got to have multiple pictures.
What's it called?
An Astro Pop.
It's the same thing.
There we go.
Maybe.
Oh, I see it now. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really remember.
I remember those, but I never had them.
Yeah, I love those.
Yeah, it was there was some that had their currency. The Bubble Yum used to have. Bubble Yum was always good because you could section it out by the 5 pieces. You wouldn't have to give the whole thing. You can give like one of the Bubble Yum out of the 5-piece pack for something.
Oh, I know what you're talking. Yeah,
Yeah.
you chew it twice and the flavor would be gone.
What about like
it's just the pack of bubble gum.
Yeah, but
5 pieces. No, you're thinking Bazooka Joe. That's the one you.
No, Bubble Yum did. I mean, Bazooka Joe was worse, but I loved me some watermelon Bubble Yum.
What about Bubblicious? Bubblicious was that was a competitor Bubble Yum.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I feel like they all lost their taste after 10 minutes. You're like, okay, I'm done. On to the next piece.
An individual wrapper. That stuff is awful.
That's made the value of the blow pop. The blow pop, you had to work to get to the gum. So those had good value to them as well.
What about those round sweet tarts?
Oh, the big ones? Comes
Yeah.
like in 5. Chewy sweet tart. Oh, I love those.
Sweet tarts were good. Norelco wafers, not as good. Get those out of the bag. Those were those thin wafers that were not very good. Sprees, I don't even know why we made Sprees. They had to go.
What about, Sprees.
I do too. I like Sprees.
What about Gobstoppers?
Yeah, Gobstoppers were good.
I love
They were
Gobstoppers.
money. Yeah. Sprees were like the, I don't know, like they're sugar and it'd be like a sugar light, and that'd be like the Spree. Like it was just like
I feel like all Spree was like a candy coated fun dip stick.
Yeah, because it was sour.
but like little discs.
it's like if Sweet Tart was Kool-Aid, the Spree was like Weiler's. Like it was the knockoff.
Okay, yeah, maybe okay.
The fun things back in the day when you went trick or treating. Life was a lot simple back then.
Yeah, it was.
You know who remembers? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Pineapple beer paired with the bacon wrap, whole pineapple with the pork tenderloins, stuffed inside and cooked in a smoker.
I like the way you think, Vanessa.
I feel like I'm only going to get that at Vanessa's house. Though.
All right, yeah.
But I like
You're only 5 hours away now, so.
Yeah. And Golden Road has some pretty good pineapple beer. Even though they're owned by AB and Bev, they still make some decent beers. Tell me some local ice cream stands besides Friendly as well. Double creams, cream fresh, and unpasteurized milk in Ontario. Oh, Gilbert's fancy.
I don't think I've ever seen a double cream.
Well, they get in Ontario because they get a lot of stuff in from England. So
yeah.
Whole milk waste, 8.6 ounce per gallon. Wow. Dairy farmer in Louisiana, my first career, to be shuttered due to the fraud to the government. Wow. Space bar spelled me right. They're still up to space bar autocorrect. Yeah. I always hate that, like with my iPhone, like you type stuff and it was always trying to change your words up all the time. It's like, cut it off.
I do that to Todd all the time. I'll usually like proofread if I'm sending it to some people, but with him, I'm just like, And then he'll get it, and I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
I'm like, what does this mean?
Yeah, it doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're typing.
Yeah.
Just have Belgian style wheat beer with Valencia orange and coriander by Castle Island. Nice, Chad.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, that's the one you were talking about you having. That sounds pretty decent. I do like a nice Belgian. Newfoundland, who this? Hoping Dragon's Milk is on sale at base tomorrow. I must refill my cellar steps. Can get you to branch out some more though from just there as well, Vanessa. There's a lot of good stouts out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this one's pretty good.
I'm drinking one now too.
The candy coated marshmallow Easter egg hunt candy too. What do you got there? What was that one?
Bearded Iris.
Oh, Bearded Iris does some good stuff. Yeah.
Well, actually, they just started distroing here in Indiana 2 weeks ago, I think it was.
Don't make me come up there like Will Smith there, James. I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably an unpopular opinion for sure.
And he's in Chicago too. They might come hunt him down. Come knock on his door. Heard you talk about Hot Butcher.
It'll be a ding dong in the background, like, yeah, who this? As he said. It'd be like Eddie Murphy was on Saturday Night Live doing the Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
I haven't had Hot Butcher since last year though, but it's tasty. The stuff I've had. There's a couple that would say were not as high as the other ones, but it was still pretty good.
Well, you've got two in the fridge that Big Daddy sent us.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna drink those too. Yeah. It's just been a while since I've had anything there. Switch to Market Brew and Beer Hug IPA Golden Promise Malt Eldorado Amarillo Cascade Columbus and Nugent hops Foggy London yeast. Ooh. It's got a lot going on. Baby Ruth.
Ooh, I do like a Baby Ruth. Oh, I forgot about that one.
It's underrated, I believe. That one is underrated because nobody ever talks about Baby Ruth.
I never got into the Baby Ruth bar.
Really?
But Baby Ruth is kind of funny. So you guys know I watch that show when I can, The Food That Built America. Mm-hmm. And so they had it. You're talking about the guy that made the Babe Ruth bar one of them because they did all the candy wars and all kind of stuff. And so,
excuse me,
they were trying to come up with a new candy bar because he was going up against Hershey's or whoever and all these other different companies, and they were trying to get this thing right. Well, everybody was in the break room listening to the baseball game, and so he came in there, and they're like, He's like, what are you guys doing? We should be working on blah blah blah. And he's like, oh no, we're listening. Babe Ruth's about to come up, and he's like, Babe Ruth's like, yeah, the Great Bambino. Babe Ruth's about to come up there. Everybody was just wrapped into it, and then after seeing that, and listening for a little bit, he's like, all right, you guys get back to work after whatever. But because of people about this Babe Ruth, he went back and ended up basically coming out with Baby Ruth because he saw people were tied into it.
Yeah.
Like he didn't get permission from Babe Ruth or anything like that and everything. He just came up with the name and it instantly took off for sales. And then they tried to get him to he had to settle, I think, with Babe Ruth down the line because they were trying to get him to stop doing the bar because he was using Babe Ruth's name.
Yeah, but he was Baby Ruth, not Babe Ruth.
Yeah, it was close enough that it was he didn't went to court and everything, but it was funny. It was just I'm telling you, it's an interesting show when you see how things are made.
Did you watch it last week when they had? I think it was that one with. I think it's that show. They had Dairy Queen and the other.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
I think it was Made in America. How it's made, or was it called
Made in America? They have a few different, but food that made America.
I think it was Dairy Queen, and then there was another. I forget what the company was called that was coming out because they, Dairy Queen was initially just ice cream.
Yeah, it might have been. It might have been Carvel or something.
It was Carvel's. Yes, that's what it was. And it was those. They were talking about those too. And I didn't realize Dairy Queen had been around long before McDonald's was even around.
Yeah. Well, people.
The reason why I stopped and I watch it from time to time when I remember it's on. I see it.
Yeah.
But they'll have a marathon on right before the new episode's on, so I can catch up on them because they had Subway and the start of Subway and Blimpie. That was a good one. That was a good one. That is a good show.
I mean, it pulls you into the store. People don't realize the first fast food restaurant. If you ask them in the street, they would think McDonald's. It was actually White Castle. They're the ones that started the whole
Yeah,
fast
right.
food and
Yeah.
a hamburger type thing. So
Well, that's what was kind of intriguing about that one was like Dairy Queen, and they talked about McDonald's showing like how it was like thousands to like hundreds, like thousands Dairy Queens to like 100 McDonald's or whatever it was. It was something silly back in the 40s or whenever it was. I was like, really? Because I always thought McDonald's also was kind of one of the first ones, but
yeah. Yeah, it's just some interesting ones. They had the battles like McDonald's and Burger King and Domino's and Pizza Hut. How they were competing against each other, and it's just. But it gets like the candy ones are like the ones that are the most cutthroat. Like they wanted to put people.
oh
like
yeah,
like Hershey refused to like when he was doing his chocolates. At one point, he refused to allow any of his companies to like serve milk or something, or provide milk or something to the other chocolate makers, or whatever like that, and everything, unless you're a distributor. So one of the companies actually said, well, he won't do it to them, but I actually do have a distribution line. He was able to backdoor in to become a competitor against Hershey. And it's just like they were just going out, and the car ones were even worse. Like some of the car things they were going after each other on, like they would patent stuff, and it was ruthless.
was that? Is that on History Channel?
That's History Channel, yeah.
Yeah, you would like that. It's pretty.
I love history.
It's pretty good. They got some good shows on there.
'Cause
There
they'll
are good
have, like,
episodes of that one.
Usually has Adam on there, who's like the first man versus food guy, and he'll be
yeah,
commentary. Like I saw one of them, they had Rizzo on there. Like Rizzo, like what's Rizzo know about? But he knew about the competition type ads, and he was there talking about stuff. So it's just interesting to see how they all compete. And the one about Colonel Sanders and how he was struggling before KFC finally took off, and it's just interesting to see. But I saw one show there's a show that comes on in the morning on TBS, and I was just had it on. I was getting ready for work. And it's like somebody ruins everything. Adam ruins everything.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good show.
And they were talking about the Wild Wild West one morning, and I'm watching it, and basically they were talking about how if it wasn't for prostitutes, the Wild Wild West wouldn't have been what it was, because it used to be just mining towns until women showed up, and then women realized the need that guys had, and so they would show like even like women were like selling their undergarments, and guys wanted to buy their undergarments, and all kinds of things. This all led to that, and then most of the towns, the women actually ran, and you'd have to come to them to get permission to do stuff and do businesses, and it was basically interesting to show how basically prostitution set up the West. It wasn't like you see these westerns that people are accustomed to. It was actually done to do that, and a lot of the women that were like the madams had a lot of the power for the town.
Oh yeah.
So it was interesting.
Oh, Adam ruined.
I kind of forgot about that show because we started watching.
I totally forgot about.
We started watching like.
I used to be obsessed with that show.
Yeah, we watched like the first 2 or 3 seasons of it or something, and then
I wonder if there's any.
We just stopped watching it all of a sudden.
They're all reruns now.
But I saw it.
I think it was kind of.
I was like, "What is this I'm watching?" As I was getting ready for work.
So good.
I think it was kind of one of those where we were just like, "Oh, we got a half hour to kill or whatever," so we just, time to kill. So we just watched some of it. Oh, was that all it was?
2015 to 2019.
Well, shit, maybe we watched them all then.
Oh, we watched them. I know I watched them.
Yeah, so we probably did watch them all then.
So that's like the Babe Ruth bar and score. I never got into the scores. I knew the score, but I never got into
I like scores. It's just like a Heath bar.
That came along later, I felt like, though, from when I was a kid. Twix, I did like Twix later on.
Twix are good.
I didn't like it as much as a kid, but as I got older, I liked it. It was like a cookie type feel.
I noticed they have like all kinds of different variants of Twix now.
Yeah. Well, it's like everything. They're mixing it all up and everything.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with a 5-pound Hershey bar. I
gotta have some caramel in my
Charleston Chew. That's a classic.
Oh, she used to love that one.
Me and Eric could have a candy party.
Charleston Chew is an awesome one. Heath bar.
You always put yours in like a freezer or something,
you
didn't
put
you?
them in the freezer.
Yeah.
See, Chad like Heath bar or score bar because that's like
they're the same.
I don't know if they're still as popular now though too. Do you still see them as much?
Oh, I see Heath bars. Yeah.
You see score as well?
No, score bar.
I don't know. I don't really pay. I don't usually buy candy bars.
I feel like the only time I ever saw score bars was like Halloween or something.
Molasses Candies Kisses.
I've never had those.
They have all kinds of different kisses now. There's another one with different varieties.
Yeah.
Mallory's in the house. Cheers, Mallory.
Hey, Mallory.
What's up, Mallory?
He says, "Hey, Mallory." Cowtails. Caramels with the white. I used to like the block caramels from Kraft, but I never liked the ones with the white cream center.
I had this resident this at my last job, this old man, and every time I don't think they were they were the miniature, like the round ones. They were just they might be called cow's tails, I don't know, but every time I'd go in and give him every time I'd walk into his room and he'd give me those candies, and I couldn't tell him no, he wouldn't take no for an answer. So I'd come home and empty my pockets out every night, and I'd have all these. So every time I hear those or see those, I think of him. They're good though, but after you have them every day for ever, it's like these are good. But
Are those the ones that are like? Are they like?
They're like caramel with the white swirl in them.
Yeah, I do like
all the time.
Yeah, I do like. Oh yeah. Those are good. I do like those.
Yeah, my grandma, she used to keep like the Kraft caramel squares.
I like those.
As a kid, I used to tear those up as a kid. They started taking it away from me because they were so tasty. So I guess I developed my love for caramel from back then. Yeah, the Nico wafers, they were like, they were automatically traded. They was like the skinny disc type candy. They weren't sweet tarts. They were like skinny, but they were like wafers. Like
I know the name. I just can't picture it.
It's kind of like
I don't think I liked them though.
No,
they
didn't have caramel in them or chocolate.
No, they were just like
Metamucil candies or something.
They were like if sweet tarts were cardboard or something. It was just
right. Yeah, Metamucil wafers.
Those were hard to trade. Oh,
you're talking about Howard Stern.
Yeah.
You had to find the right kid to trade those to because a lot of kids were on.
Vanessa was the right kid.
Yeah. Oh, nice to Hated Wayne. Having a double dry hop New England IPA by Little Willow Brewing Company. Nice.
There you go.
Always like a nice double dry hopped. About to get a Treehouse beer. Well, Lincoln Wayne getting from Treehouse. Very
nice.
That's very nice.
Where's Treehouse?
So, are they in Massachusetts? They're in New England area somewhere.
Yeah, they're Massachusetts.
Okay.
Difference between an IPA and a New England IPA.
That's a question I have.
You had that same question?
Yes, I've asked you all this. I just don't remember your answer.
I think it's difference in one is the hops that you're using because the IPA, and it depends if you're doing a West Coast IPA or East Coast IPA, but New England IPA is also juicier. So New England IPA will also sometimes have flaked oats in it to give it that like a cream type feel as far as in the texture. So it's a little bit different of a formula that you're actually looking at in there. But both IPA will be within IPA guidelines of the ABV and stuff like that as well. And IBUs.
Or some lactose or something in them also.
Well, I was thinking when I was doing all this research for these breweries, I'm like, kind of like piqued my interest in the beers again. And I'm like, maybe I need to like give these IPAs another chance, So, and now you just said the New England, that sounds like the best IPA to start out with.
It'd be smooth for you. You would like the smooth.
Yeah.
Well, they're definitely the mouthfeel. They're like creamier and more fruity.
They're not as dry. They're more juicier than dry.
Yeah,
like
more
citrusy.
fruit forward. Yeah, citrusy, more fruit forward. Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes you drink them, you just like you're drinking a glass of juice.
New England IPA or even like a milkshake IPA.
Yeah, kind of the same for sure. Yeah.
Well, maybe
that was probably even maybe a step above like New England as far as.
Well, maybe when we go out Saturday, I'll get a flight and try some IPAs.
I mean,
cheers,
it's definitely an acquired taste because like the very first beer I ever poured out at Brew at the Zoo when it first started going, 10, 12, 13, 14, well, at this time, probably 15 years ago.
That shit in the bottom of it.
It was a IPA I poured out. I was like, it's terrible. But now it's like, it was a local beer and it's like, this is a great beer.
What is it? It was like fermentation from the can.
See it?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Like sediment or something?
Probably just sediment.
It's also old, too. Just drink it, it'll be all right.
You'll be all right.
Yeah, we'll be all right. I'm always all right. That's true.
I mean, ain't nothing in it's going to hurt you, so.
Pay good money at GNC for that.
It looked like pepper flakes.
Yeah, versus that one if you want it. It's just an Imperial Stout.
What is going on, Paul, my friend?
It's not barrel aged, so.
We actually had 77 Trans Am here earlier who talked about
which one try a drink
for years. James says, hey to Mallory. Double cream is higher butter fat than our Kiwi cream. Cheers, Paul.
What's up, Paul? I've been
Cheers.
too busy talking.
Jealous of Eric's available dairy. He's got a lot of dairy.
He
might be milking it, so he used to give all this.
Bad joke.
I did.
But you didn't like that one?
I thought it was very clever.
I liked it.
Used to give all the eat mores to my grandmother Isabel because she hated chocolate. What are eat mores?
Maybe that's
Canadian candies, I think.
Or maybe it's just candy without chocolate.
Maybe.
Only Paul.
He does make an entrance.
I have to tell you about something I saw on Reddit later.
Oh,
Remind
God.
me.
Never had Hot Butcher. I'm surprised you have not had Hot Butcher because I'm seeing people get Hot Butcher now that I'm like, they must be sending it to everybody at this point. Because even the people getting it now are surprised they're getting it. But Ontario,
I haven't seen them here yet.
Butter and cream. Yeah, I mean, I know just like whoever they're mailing them out to. Like I've seen some reviewers having them. Like, oh, they're really reaching out to different people.
Well, I've even seen Joe in some reviews saying that you can get them from time to time in like distribution there. That's what I said. I was like, okay.
The hand mixer now, 15 minutes to 4 pounds made.
That's a long time with a
She just
hand
makes all of
mixer.
her stuff though. Urban South will sell 4-packs of my for $35 plus a 4-pack. Screw them and screw that. Yeah, $35. Ooh. Do you think ABV can affect the taste of beer? Yeah, depending on what it is. Some beers will bleed the ABV through, so you'll get more of the alcoholic content. So
Yeah, because sometimes I'll taste a beer and I'm like, whoo.
Totally can, yeah.
Like, what's the ABV on that one?
Yeah, if it's very alcohol forward, it definitely get the burn and whatever, and definitely can change the taste of it.
The menthol feeling.
Yeah.
I feel like that's more in like I feel like those are more in the barrel aged beers than anything, but
you get like some of the strong ales and
but but you can
yeah.
Well, these aren't barrel aged and they're high.
No, they don't have to be barrel aged to be high. Do you like that one?
Strong ales
Yeah,
you can smell it right in the nose. Beefsteak pudding Saturday. Pastry dough stuffed with hamburger, onions, potatoes, wrapped in cloth and steamed.
Okay.
Like awful lot of trouble.
Beefsteak pudding.
It must be a good time to eat at Vanessa's house.
No kidding.
For everybody but her. But
Yeah.
I'm sure she likes to do that. So.
Oh, I think she does. Yeah, higher the better.
Vanessa, how many people? I wonder how many people Vanessa's actually feeding when she's making all this stuff. Is it just the two of them?
The local commune or something.
Yeah, maybe.
If Vanessa's part of a commune, I am moving there.
Babe Ruth wanted too much money, so they changed the name to Baby Ruth. Yeah. No, when it first came out, it was Baby Ruth when they released it, according to the show.
That always makes me think of Sandlot.
When they went to court, they were able to kind of get it by because it was the baby, I thought. So it's a good show, though. It's a good show.
That always makes me think of Sandlot. Baby Ruth?
Oh, yes, you are missing
Babe
out,
Ruth?
Chad.
I can't
If
say
you've
you're
never
missing.
had them, if they're not right at the end of your fingertips. I mean, it's a drunken night food.
Well, it could be. Do you have a Crystals, Chad?
Yeah.
They're kind of the same. They're different, but they're
Where's
kind of
Chad
the
from?
same.
Chad's up northeast, I think, so he'd be White Castle.
Oh yeah, you would. Yeah, that's the southern. Yeah,
But they're.
it's a drunk thing for sure.
They got a slogan that's what you crave, but they don't tell you the craving is when you're like drunk. So you don't crave them when you're like sober, usually. But
I do sometimes.
it's
Rarely.
they're steamed like burgers. It's a little different on how they do them. They're little mini burgers.
Yeah, they're little. Yeah, like the Hawaiian. What's the
Hawaiian buns.
Yeah, but they're not Hawaiian
Yeah,
buns. But they're the size of like a Hawaiian bun.
Little slider
Yeah.
buns.
Onion, pickle,
And they're steamed. They're real
and
soft.
they're just steamed. Yeah.
They come in these little boxes.
I mean,
it's just onion in the burger.
It's
Did he
Yeah.
put pickle on it? Did he put pickle on it? I can't remember if he put a pickle on it or
I
not.
think so.
I don't know.
Like onions, pickle.
Yeah, I
and then
think- yeah.
Yeah. And
That's good.
I will say White Castle has one of the best breakfast sandwiches I've ever had, though.
the fried bologna again.
Fried bologna and eggs sandwich.
I'm like, who goes
Yes.
to White Castles for breakfast? Unless you're drunk and you're waking.
The last job I had, our Benny, their sales guy, brought a whole sack of them in. I was like, okay, I'll try. I was like, oh my god, this is so good.
And since when is fried bologna a breakfast food?
I don't know, but it was so good.
They're 24 hours, so somebody's going.
But it had an egg on it, so I guess it made it a breakfast food.
But one thing people say about White Castle's supposed to have the best coffee of any fast food place too. Because I've had their coffee. The coffee is pretty good at White Castle.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And they now, they think, what, cream or sugar? Yeah, a couple cream cups. I mean, it comes out like fine every time. It seems like when you go there.
Now, how do you drink your coffee? You just drink it black, or do you cream and sugar, or cream only, sugar only, or?
Now it's just cream. I usually get. I used to do cream and sugar, but now it's just cream.
What kind of cream do you use?
Cold Stone Creamery.
Oh yeah, we've had that one.
International Delight has a Cold Stone Creamery. Well, that's what
we buy those too sometimes.
Our favorite is the chocolate.
Yeah, I like the chocolate flavored ones.
I like them all. He usually gets it, and then I'm like, I'll drink whatever. But sometimes he'll get more than one, and if the chocolate's there, I always go for the chocolate.
Yeah, I'm okay with just some of the powdered ones, really, but the actual creams are way better for sure.
And I use the stevia drops instead of the sugar, and you just got to put like a couple of drops of it in there. And I really think I'm going through menopause. Like I'm like having hot flashes.
I just like just the regular. I mean, you get the Cold Stone, it's sweet enough. You don't even need any sugar, but they got a caramel macchiato I like as well.
I like caramel macchiato. Yeah.
Yeah. Whack Arnold's. Never heard of Whack Arnold's. That might be Canadian. Yes.
He's missing out.
Yeah. I mean, I'll get them occasionally. I might get like a lunch. I used to get them, but most of the time it's like when you're like after you've been drinking or something, like a White Castle just.
It's usually the only one open.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but then that and Waffle House, but.
Oh, Waffle House is the best drunk food.
Oh yeah.
But the next morning, you might have to pay for it a little bit.
Well, you're already going to be having a.
You always pay for it the next morning, no matter what you eat. I feel it doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, White Castle's. I mean, they did get their slogan right about the crave because, like, I don't even think about it until I just have to have it. And it's only like every few months or twice a year, unless I'm drunk. But when I want to have it, I want to have it.
Colonel Sanders was a shoot first, ask questions, kind of deep. Well, he didn't get the chicken. He cooked the chicken, though. Old school taffy was never seen. Yeah, that's true.
The banana flavored, that was my favorite.
You used to work at the unmanned toll booths.
What?
What? The guy that made them? I guess maybe Nico.
Elaborate.
Oh no, I know what he's saying. Used to be to take the candy and put it in there where there was no man.
Because they're like corn.
Oh, okay. Used to work at unmanned toll booths. Okay, yeah.
That's pretty.
Yeah, that is slick right there.
That's like when back in the 90s, you could hold your tape recorder up to a payphone, and if you hit the notes, it would dial for you. You wouldn't need the money.
What?
Really?
Remember we had the payphones like back in the 90s
what
and the 80s?
What do you mean by notes?
You would
like the dial tone.
You would record each dial tone. And so when you made a call, you could play it back like a tape recorder into the headset.
For the number. Oh, okay. I never knew that.
Yeah. That was like a hack they could do back then. So yeah.
Before anybody knew it was called a hack.
I mean, there were people that did it. I mean,
they had to be smart to figure that one out because there was no internet back then.
No, there wasn't.
I mean, it's kind of, I used to record songs all the time. You had to Casey Kasem Stop 40 with the recorder up to the radio.
Yeah, you had to wait until the fucking song came on.
Yeah. And then pray to God that nobody would come in and interrupt the song while he's recording and be like, damn it, now I got to wait till next week.
I don't think I left anything that much.
Kids today don't know about tape recording radio shows. Yeah.
Nope.
New England Unfiltered Hazy. Nice. Some New England IPA are like drinking liquid buds, mind you. Yeah. Dad joke, there's tons of dairy here. We have saltwater taffy here. Well, Jersey, when I go back to New Jersey, like you go to Atlantic City or Wildwood on the beach, they have a lot of saltwater taffy. Anyone like the new thing, movie theaters? Does anyone like the new thing?
Yeah.
Movie theaters that serve alcohol. Yeah. I haven't been to any movie theaters, obviously, here since we just got here, but the one that we had at the Levee, that was one of the first ones up there where you have a full bar inside and you could actually get beer. And actually, alcohol, when you think of buying stuff in the movies, it's always overpriced. The beer was probably the one thing that was like you weren't complaining about.
Normal,
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
You get a 28-ounce draft of like, a Sam Adams or something like that and everything, but it was like $8 or $9.
Jesus Christ. How
Which
big is
is-
a 28-ounce glass? That's fucking huge.
I mean,
It's like a baseball game.
that's
A large
not
and a
quite two of
baseball.
these, but
Yeah.
Wow.
You would knock it back. Trust me. You would knock it back.
Oh, I'm sure I would.
no, I remember before that was even popular. Remember when we was up in Indianapolis
Yep.
at that old school place, and it was like they were showing old movies,
Mhm.
older movies, but it was like you sit like a little
had
cocktail
tables.
lounge type
Cocktail
seat,
tables
yeah,
in
and
the
tables,
theater.
and they would come and serve
and
you. So you could buy alcohol. I mean, this was probably in the
That was before Kylie was born.
was it?
Because that was
So
when after I had my miscarriage, we went there.
late '90s,
No, it was
early 2000s.
Kylie was born in 2005, and I think I had my miscarriage in 2004.
Oh yeah, so he's already
2003,
so
it was after
2003,
we were married.
four, yeah, okay.
Well, they had.
But we'd sitting there and they'd come around and wait, and then so we watched the
I don't remember the movie.
it was the ice hockey movie. What was the ice with
the Ducks.
no the one
Miracle.
Miracle and Miracle,
Oh.
and so they had like halfway through they had like an intermission so you can get up and go use the bathroom or whatever and then come back. And
I've never seen it. How long is that movie?
it wasn't long enough to have an intermission, but it was just because I think they were serving. I mean, it was before, we're talking early 2000s, so it was like before all these things are even
And
around
it was like
now.
in an old theater. You know how like they have
Okay.
historic buildings in downtown. It was like, and we went to a comedy club that was like in a basement of one of those.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
that was.
And then we come out of there and we saw the movie theater. It was like, okay, let's go do that. And then they come and served you food, and it was good.
that
It was cool.
awesome.
But I think like at that time, Miracle had already been out, so it wasn't like a new release or anything. It was like an old
I
kind
don't
of
even
replay.
remember
You don't remember that?
the movie. I vaguely remember seeing ice hockey. It was ice hockey, right?
Mm-hmm.
I vaguely remember ice hockey, but I don't.
Yeah, it was when we beat the Russians in the Olympics.
Oh, it was a true story.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do remember that. Oh, because that was a touching movie.
But Florence, Kentucky, they actually have dinner
Florence,
service.
y'all.
They have dinner service at the theater where they do all the alcohol and serving the food and stuff like that too. So I think it's cool. I mean, depends.
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
A lot of theaters, they're getting it in there. Why not have it there?
God, I can't. When's the last time we've been to the
It
movies?
was way before COVID.
Yeah,
But I'm like,
it's been a long time.
I don't even miss going to the movies now.
I don't either.
And now, like all these movies that are coming out, like the Batman, for instance, it's about to be free right now on HBO Max because I already have HBO. So I'm going to watch that in the house and be comfortable. And
It's already come on there now.
yeah, it was like,
Oh wow, okay.
45 days after the release, it's available to come on. So it'll be pretty.
Yeah,
soon.
there's nothing I need to see that
It
soon.
might be a little bit longer. Yeah, right. So I can just wait it out. But it's
Right.
like a 3-hour movie now, 3.5 hours that some of these movies are pushing. You got to pause, go to the bathroom, like that.
Yeah, we're too old to be sitting in an old fucking
Yeah.
theater seat.
Lounge,
fucking
kick
can't
back.
stretch our legs out. We have to go pee, and it's like mishap. Yeah, I mean,
So
maybe
it's
that's a
kinda
kid
nice.
thing.
Yeah, so for me to go to the theater, it has to be something I need to really experience on the big screen. Like I go see the Avengers in the theater, even though it's 3 hours, it's worth it because that's like a big
Right.
action. You got a lot of stuff taking place type thing. But for some of the other movies, I can watch them at home.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the good thing about a theater is though is when you sit there, you have to pay attention to the movie. Like if you're at home watching it on TV, you could the theater commands your attention. If you're at home, there's dogs and phones and like a million other things you could be paying attention to. So that is I do like that, but I'm too old for that.
Listen, tavern theaters are nice. So they said, what time do you guys get your stream? So I need to come back next week. You guys are cool. They will appreciate that. Yeah, every Thursday, 8:45 Eastern is when we start the stream here, and then we go till whenever we stop. But we gotta stop a little earlier than usual because we usually go
Oh
late.
God! Just live your life. Quit worrying about the clock.
2 to 3
We
of us
started
work the next
earlier
morning.
to end earlier, but we seem to end even later or at the same time we did before.
Just look at us. Quit drinking so much.
2 to 3 have to work on Fridays. That's all I'm saying.
You're right. Yeah, true. The true story. Except for one of the 3 this time.
This time,
Yeah,
one of the
just
3,
one.
yeah.
And it's usually you, not me, but
Must remember to make this location a waypoint in your blogging out adventures. And you're hitting that space bar again.
Put the spell check back on.
Post pics as to what beefsteak pudding is. Yes, so follow Vanessa on Vanessa M. Kitty on Instagram. You can see the pics that she posts as well. She posts some great pics on stuff.
she has the best like man-made, woman-made fire pit with swings and shit that you'll ever see. The thing's phenomenal.
Yeah. Eat More is a dark toffee candy bar with peanuts. It's more savory and salty. Chocolate wasn't around during the Depression. Yeah. I'd probably like to check that candy bar out. I like toffee. I like peanuts.
So you like toffee, but you don't like a Heath bar.
I've never really got into a Heath bar. I never really tried a Heath bar.
Well, you need to if you like toffee, because anytime, like when we go to the outlet malls and we go to them fancy candy stores, I'm like, where's the toffee? You get the chocolate covered toffee. That's what I want. I don't give a shit about nothing else.
Can't like Werther's, because Werther's is toffee. I like Werther's.
Yeah, Werther's are good, but just imagine that with chocolate, but richer.
I just haven't. I mean, the Heath bar, I would just trade it away because I didn't really know about it. So it wasn't one of the ones that.
And they're crunchier, more chewy than a Werther's are.
Yeah.
You can't just chew into those.
What about Mr. Goodbar? What about Mr. Goodbar? Do people eat those?
It's boring.
Those are boring. I never got into that either.
Aren't those the chocolate with peanuts in them?
Yeah, that's it. Chocolate and peanuts.
They were the yellow wrapper with the red writing.
Yeah.
See, I like those in the small ones. I love those. Those are good. But I also like the chocolate peanut M&Ms.
I mean, if that's my only option, then yeah, it's fine.
No, yeah.
Like,
no,
that's not what I'm going for.
But they're pretty good though. I mean, it's not the one I'd reach. They're not the ones I'd reach for first. But yeah,
peppermint patties. I like peppermint patties are always good.
But you got to put them in the freezer or the refrigerator.
I don't think I've ever done that. I think that'd be a good thing to do though, because now I get Reese's peanut butter cups. I put them in the fridge all the time now.
It's like chocolate of any sort in the refrigerator is always the way to go.
Even cake, if you put cake in the refrigerator.
Yeah, I've done that too. Yeah. It's like a nice red velvet cake. Yeah, I'm big in. What's your favorite cake?
I can't say.
Why can't you say?
She looks at me on the screen
because it's a little tiff that we have in our marriage.
Go ahead, tell him what it is now.
So Todd was like, I'm like, what's your favorite?
Beef cake?
No.
Well, that might be a close to first. Maybe I'm not sure.
Todd was like, my favorite cake is yellow with chocolate icing, and I'm like, that's so boring. There's so many other better ones. And then he would bring the chocolate, or then I would make him one and I'm like, oh my god, it's so fucking good. So that's my favorite now.
Yellow with chocolate. Oh wow! So he taught you something.
Yes,
that's right. So that's so boring.
There's cherry, there's red velvet, there's strawberry with cream cheese. There's all these, and I'm like,
you know what? Yellow with chocolate is kind of like classic type. But I remember my grandmother making that. I remember my grandmother making cakes like that. It's just like a classic, you know.
It is so good.
I thought you were going to say like some coconut type cake or something. I can't do a cake with coconut flakes on it. Even though I can drink coconut, I can have coconut and beer. I can't do it like on the cake.
You know, I don't mind the taste of coconut.
It's the texture.
Like it's like
exactly right. And that's the thing with like the Samoas. I don't like them if you just take them straight out of the package.
But if you put them
in the freezer, they get crunchy, so you don't even notice the coconut. But the flavor of it's really good.
Yeah.
But I can't eat them if they're just like out of the box, straight from the.
That's what one of our family members brought us, like these, probably like $200 worth of Girl Scout cookies to work the other day. Had Samoas, Thin Mints, the Tagalongs, and then some other.
They have the new ones?
No, they didn't have the new ones. But so I was like, oh my god, I love Samoas. So I took one straight out of the package, and I'm like, this is good, but it's like
not the same.
I gotta go put some.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Yeah, the Tagalongs are good in the freezer too. The Thin Mints, put them all in the freezer. They're delicious.
Yeah, there you go. I don't think Crystals or anything like White Castle, except the size, they are steamed like White. No, they're a little bit different, but that White Castles are the north and Crystals are the south. So people call Crystals the White Castle in the south.
I think Crystals puts mustard on theirs too, though.
Well, it's the south, so
I think, right, yeah. But I think that's kind of the difference in them. I think they put mustard on them.
I think they call it the White Castle of the South because they are the small burgers, though. I like coffee stout. I like coffee stouts, and I like coffee. I like Crystals better. Or on the dry chat in December, I bought a sack full of Crystals.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people like Crystals.
We have my aunt lives in Clinton, Tennessee, and they have Crystals down there. I can't remember if we ever got them though, because I just figured they taste just like White Castles.
Big Daddy says, "I wish I had Waffle House." But unless you're going at 3 a.m,
it's the trashiest, greasiest, best food you will ever eat.
Yeah,
so good.
It's an experience. I like my coffee black or a splash of the 14% table cream. That's probably the Cold Stone creamer that I got because, like, we know Cold Stone. We talked about this earlier. 12 to 14% butterfat. They probably put that in the creamer too. Ever drive the Garden State Parkway with the roll of token East toll booths? Have not driven that. But the tolls on the New Jersey Turnpike are a pain in the ass. See how fast you can drive to the toll booth and chuck the token into the basket without missing. People do throw it in there pretty quick, but we went to New York one time and it was like I was in the wrong lane because I was in the Easy Pass lane. I don't know if you know about Easy Pass, but like in the Northeast, they have like Easy Pass because there's a lot of tolls.
So you can just drive straight through.
You just drive straight through, and it's like, well, I couldn't get over because the lines were all stopping at the thing, and it's just like, what do I do? And it's just like, just what? They never did send me anything for a ticket or anything like that, but it's just like crazy because Northeast driving is a different type of driving for sure. So.
Well, they built the toll bridges down here, and I'm like, to ease traffic, and I'm like, does that mean we're gonna have to fucking stop and pay a damn toll? I'm like, that's not gonna solve anything. But that's not what they did. We have a sticker, or they just take a picture of your license plate and send you the bill in the mail. I'm like, that's the way it should be.
I used to take Dr. Demento literally under the covers on Sunday nights, 1973. Yeah, back in the day, doing recordings and stuff. I used to tape the shows out of New York all the time because we would get those at nighttime in New Jersey. 32 ounces of quart. Yes, it is. Denny's has great drunk food, but Denny's doesn't like me playing Ice Cube when eating Gilbert.
Denny's. We used to go to Denny's when we were dating. When we get off, because we work third shift, we get off work and we go to Denny's in the morning. Love Denny's.
Yeah. Denny's was one. Denny's was one, you know, like as far as it was like a mass, like, diner type thing. Like it wasn't really a diner, but it had the diner type feel, but it was a mass market company rather than individual diners. So yeah, we'd
go there at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then all the yard sale ladies would be there.
Yeah,
getting ready to go to their yard sales.
Just starting their day. We were just ending ours.
Slapshot is the greatest hockey movie. I remember Slapshot. A band from Denny's Enfield, Connecticut for 20 years.
What?
She got banned from a couple places.
Oh, because you shut them down, probably.
No, she used to party hard back in the day. So Vanessa's got that too going for her.
God, you got to be really fucked up to get banned from Denny's, though. I'm just saying, like, what the hell did you do?
Yeah. Need a Depends change to watch a movie anymore. Yeah, something like they were talking about the Batman. I think it's just over 3 hours. I think for that one, which a movie over 3 hours isn't, as long as it's a good movie. Like Gladiator's like 2.5 hours, I think, and Goodfellas is like 2.5 hours. If it's a good movie, you could definitely roll through it. So
12.3.
Jesus Christ, I'm not gonna wake up tomorrow.
All right, trans. Cheers, homies. See you next week as well. Make sure subscribe to the alarm bell. I have other stuff that takes place during the course of the week too. That way you'll.
Thanks for tuning in.
Popped up like 3 times. Did you post like 3 videos today?
Today? No.
Yeah, or yesterday. Like you popped up like. Well, sometimes you ring the bell on YouTube and then it like.
Oh Well, I had a show last night, and I had a show the night before last. That might have been it. And then I have like every day at 12:15 it releases a beer review. So that might have been it too.
You want to do this one or no?
No, that's fine.
Sacramento was the best. Mal said because Mal got that too because Mal's in Illinois.
Oh yeah, Mal. We're coming to. Maybe we can meet up with Mallory on our way back down, coming back down because we're going to.
Mal and Chew.
Yeah, we're going to Holland,
Michigan,
in July. So we'll be close to Chicago. Maybe we could swing down and meet you guys.
You'll be on the other side of the lake.
Yeah, but Chicago, the way we have to go up and come around from Indiana, it's like we're right. I mean, it'll be a little bit off, but not much. I've already mapped it all out.
Well, I mean,
give me my book there. I'll tell you how long.
Worst case scenario is we could stay that night because we don't have to really be home until Friday.
Get a hotel. Let's see. It's 2.5 hours from Holland to Chicago, and then 4.5 hours from Chicago to Sellersburg.
Well, if you go to Chicago, you can meet Mal, you can meet JT,
James,
you can meet Big Daddy,
and Big Daddy. Yeah,
we have to have a big old gathering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crunchy toffee that crumbles as you eat it. Yum. She loves the most stuffed Oreos. Yeah.
Speaking of toffee,
I just had the chocolate cream Oreos. Those are pretty good.
The Midnight Toffee Stout.
Untitled Arts.
Angry Chair and Untitled Art.
You're in the Untitled
Shannon brought them up.
Yeah, I don't ever go. I usually go down to the refrigerator in the basement and just get
Miller Lights.
And I got down there and insert. I'm like, well, this looks good. This looks good.
Dark chocolate Snickers and Milky Way bars in the fridge. Good place as well. Dark chocolate Reese cups. Oh yeah. Well, I like the Reese cups.
I started to open up the Reese cup.
Reese cups with the Reese pieces in them. That's where I'm at.
Yes.
I haven't had one. Oh, maybe I have.
I brought you the Reese. So in our vending machine at work, we have like the Hostess cupcakes. Well, we have it's not a Hostess, but it's a peanut butter Reese cup. It's got the icing on the top, and it's got Reese cup. It's chocolate, and it's got peanut butter filling. I was told him about it. I'm like, can we bring you home one from work? And I brought him home, remember?
Oh, yeah. That was so good.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Reese's, has anybody got the Reese's eggs yet?
No, I haven't even seen them. I don't think.
I think I've seen them. I try not to do too much because I'll fucking demolish it all.
It's a limited time.
Have you had or seen the Reese cups that's got the potato chips in them?
What?
Not yet. Or the pretzel. I haven't seen either one of them yet.
Well, the pretzel one is good, but I've not had the one with the potato chip in them. Yeah, the ones with pretzels are really good. Mom has them at her house all the time.
I can't believe you didn't tell me about that.
But I've never had the one with the potato chip in them yet.
Well, I've never had either one, so.
Well, I'll bring them home to you then one day. Okay.
Share the love, Todd. Share the love.
I started to get the beer that Big Daddy sent us. It was the peanut butter.
That one's
from Energy. Is it? It kind of smells sweet.
It's very sweet.
Buttercream Parsons. Portillo's chocolate cake. That's our wedding. I've heard of Portillo's being really good.
Portillo's is awesome.
I don't know if I know what that is either.
Yeah, they had one in Indianapolis when we went up to IKEA that one time. I was like, oh, there's Portillo's, which I've only had them when I've been to Chicago.
Oh, well.
They have a good beef dip and hot dogs, and it's an old.
I think I either saw Portillo's on the Food Network or Travel Network. One of the food shows, though, I saw Portillo's.
But they're always freaking crowded every time you.
Fancy.
Yeah, no, they're not fancy. They're just kind of
good.
Yeah, they're just good.
Yeah. Do people know? Yes, Mojo. What's this here? Switching to a Nickelbrook Zap sour.
Oh, it is sweet.
And ginger. Everybody talks about Nickelbrook being a pretty solid up there that I know in Canada. I got to get some. Wow, shit. I should have got my Jungle Gyms. You go to Jungle Gyms, you can get Nickelbrook. I know. Now I'm like, I wish I would have picked up a few of them.
I've never had Nickelbrook.
Well, we're going to come through Indianapolis pretty much when we go up there, so we could go into Jungle Gyms when we go up to Lake Michigan. because the path that takes us, we pretty much go through Indianapolis.
So Jungle Jim's is. Oh, you talking about Portillo's?
No, that's IKEA.
Yeah, Jungle Jim's
shit.
in Ohio.
Yeah, never mind. I thought there was a Jungle Jim's and an IKEA in both.
Yeah.
You started out like Lewis and Clark, but you might end up like Columbus. I'm just saying.
I wish. I wish. Yeah, that's totally true.
I have good intentions.
I wish it was Jungle Jim's
somehow.
in Indianapolis. I'd be up there probably every other weekend. Okay, let's go road trip.
Yeah,
But I had you believing we were going to go by there on the way home, didn't I?
I did. I was excited for a second. I was like, I thought maybe Wednesday coming back. I was like, we got time to kill. Let's go. Let's do it.
Vanessa living at 0400s, drinking water time. She's taking it easy because she's going to be hitting the bases tomorrow to see what she can load up on some alcohol. John Pierre, folks appreciate that, John. Y'all check out John Pierre too. He has some great stuff on his channel.
Yeah, he does. He does some good stuff.
Some good reviews.
Super sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah, Vanessa
It's not
agrees
12.
they do
You can't taste the 12% at all in it, though.
Vanessa
taste
agrees
like
they
White
don't
Castles.
taste like White Castles. She's saying for Crystal.
No, yeah, they don't. I don't think
There
they
was
do
a Royal
either.
Castle chain at one time had an orange logo. I don't even never heard of the Royal Castle.
Oh.
Are you sure that wasn't just Chicago, like McDowell's and McDonald's? Like somebody had to make
Yeah, it was like the back street White Castles.
Was it like
Royal
tape
Castle.
over the McDonald's side and it had McCall's wrote over top of it?
That was over on 45th Street. This
Yeah.
is Royal Castle.
Duct tape over the white and I wrote Royal.
Yeah.
If somebody got a phone for you, it's not White Castle. Is it?
You're like, damn it.
You do you know.
Oh, shit.
Funny. Yeah. Oh man. I agree about New Jersey Turnpike. Yeah, see John Pierre, he actually New Jersey born as well too, so he knows about the Turnpike.
How about all the tolls and stuff? Is that what?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh
totally.
yeah, I drove through the Turnpike one time for work. I was like, "Are you kidding me? Another freaking toll? What the hell is going on here?"
When people identify themselves by what Turnpike exit they near, that's just too many tolls. Like, you know,
Yes,
oh, yeah,
yes.
I've been through there, yeah. I broke my record from driver Air Force Base, Delaware to Connecticut, driving to Burlingetta on the Garden State at 0200 hours. I have not seen a Burlingetta they don't make anymore, but I can't think last time I even seen or heard about that back in the day car.
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, it used to be like a little quick car. That was Chevy. It had a Burlingetta.
Thought it was another like typo.
John from Maui. Make sure also the Perfectly Me Crafts.
Yes.
Awesome guest that I had a couple weeks ago. Make sure you check her out too. But you guys all know to check her out. If you don't know, you should know.
Yes. I was so upset because I was like, I didn't realize, I'm sure you probably told me, but I was like, I wanted to watch that show live. And
You
I was
missed
like,
it?
what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck? I saw it afterwards. I'm like, why didn't I watch this live?
I think he was working because I was watching it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, we did a good one last night too. You did like the one last night too, Shannon, when I had Amethyst on there.
Well, when I came home from work, he was watching it. She's
Yeah.
beautiful, and I love her accent. I was like, Todd,
so
now
do you
you
like
get
us?
the
She's
British
from-
accent thing?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, she's Southeast Asian, but she grew up in London and stuff too. So she's English and yeah. She's awesome. So I'm gonna have her back on for a few other things. We talked about some other stuff we're gonna be doing. So we'll be
sweet.
seeing more of her back around.
Sweet.
Too.
Nice.
I was in New Jersey. Any diner would be good in the wee hours of the morning, but since I live in Alabama and Georgia, I go to either IHOP or Waffle House. Yeah.
Waffle House.
Diner food is always awesome. I mean, I don't even know how some diners stay in business. When you're in New Jersey, they give you these huge portions at diners, and it's like you're paying like what feels like not even enough for what you're getting. You always leave happy and satisfied.
Where at in Georgia are you at now? I think he's probably out now by now, or tuned off. But
Yeah, he's
where's John at in
I
Georgia
think
now?
I want to say he's I can't think if he's down around the Atlanta area or Macon area. I can't remember offhand, but
Okay.
see if he responds here. But it was a big move. He moved up from Alabama, which he's got a bigger beer scene now too, which is great.
Well, I remember he used to talk like, well, I can't get a lot of, he only had like a handful of stores around him where he could, or breweries even that he could even go to. Now this probably been I don't know, 7, 8 years ago now, but probably not that long, but it could have been.
So what were you doing at 0200, Vanessa?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Don't be so big.
Waffle House is a joint trail parks get dressed up.
Hey, whatever. Tastes delicious.
We're going to Waffle House? Yeah. We're gonna take a shower. I'll be right out.
It's like, Mama got her check in. Yeah. I prescribed the pens due to my service-connected nervous system degradation, and also prescribed large water barrier pads. Hey, with that.
Getting old as a bitch.
When in July, we were headed up to Michigan 2 times around that. Wouldn't it be funny if you guys were near each other?
July 9th through the
13th.
That would be hilarious.
And what part of Michigan?
We're going to be in Holland now. We'll be in Holland part, but we can go wherever if we need to.
James said, count me in for any Michigan
Yes.
beer. I hung out with James for a night. It was actually fun, and we had some beers and some good chatter and good food, too.
Yes, we definitely need to do that.
Agreed. That sounds so fun, Mallory says. Yes. 13, he drives to New Holland.
Drive.
13-hour drive to New Holland.
It's supposed to be HR.
It's a space bar again. Yeah.
Like that space bar.
Chocolate-covered potato chips are good.
Those
I
are
never
good.
thought about chocolate-covered potato chips,
Oh,
but
those
Reese's took care of it and added peanut butter for you. Had a Reese's egg today. See, Big Daddy's on the Reese's egg. So, yeah, they're out
Nice.
like craft beer. You have to get them at certain times. So.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. The eggs and the Christmas trees.
Hey, perfectly. Okay, I'm back. What I missed? Wayne, you turn away. You miss a lot on this show.
Yeah, we can't help you there,
Just
Wayne.
rewind.
Yeah, just rewind it. Just watch it tomorrow.
Hey, Vanessa and Royce. Spoiler, my best friend managed Portillo's for years.
Oh.
Famous chocolate cake, Duncan Hines cake, Betty Crocker frosted. And I can tell you now that the Japanese bought it out. So now you can let it go in secret.
Hey, if it was good, it was good.
Let's see here. Royal Castle was on the Gulf Coast.
Okay.
Yeah. But trying to copy White Castle, though.
Was it though?
Let's see
Royal
here.
Castle.
Apparently, we got the Al Qaeda trolls out here, so everybody wants to take that person out. Feel free. Let's see here. I prefer my Reese's chips and pretzels segregated. Just
Come on, EG. You can just throw them all together. I mean,
You don't know.
just
unless
kill it
you
all at
try
once.
Have you
Just kill it
tried
all at
Have
once.
you tried it?
for the first time for Gilbert. Gilbert, that's racist.
Yes, you should try everything at
Right.
least once.
There is a Manassas, Connecticut. You get off the highway there, you get a hot dog at a food truck. You can then say you had a hot dog there. There's a pretty famous hot dog place. We got a place here in Baltimore that's supposed to be known for hot dogs. I haven't been there yet, though.
Huh.
Big Daddy may be true, but they use mayonnaise in the cake to make it moist and delicious.
Yes.
Mayonnaise in the cake?
Yes.
Wait a minute. What?
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
I've heard that before. Because it's like in the oil or something.
Yeah,
like
instead of the oil, you use
yeah,
mayonnaise.
yeah.
Mm, mm.
What you don't know won't hurt.
Right, ignorance is bliss.
I never think about using mayonnaise. Like, why mayonnaise? Like,
I think you used to make those kind of gestures too before you had fried bologna.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's from Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta. Okay.
Yeah, he's in Atlanta area now. So he's not too far. I don't know if he's hooked up with John and Nilly yet. John and Nilly's not far from Atlanta, so he should be pretty close there. Like Waffle House, yeah. People definitely can like Waffle House.
Vanessa, what do you do with your hash browns? Like, do you just get a
Like
hash
smothered,
browns?
dice covered,
I get
whatever.
everything put on them except for the cheese and the ham.
I don't know if Big Daddy's trying to flirt with Shannon or what.
All right, Big Daddy.
Friendly. He's just being friendly.
I'm trying to find a giant jumbo jelly beans. I didn't know about giant jumbo. I do like
Jumbo
some
jelly beans?
I do like some Jelly Belly though.
Yeah, but you got to pick through them to get the good ones out.
Well, don't they have them separated in places you go to?
Sometimes.
Oh, yeah, some
Yeah.
of them do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the movie
cotton candy ones.
Popcorn Jelly Bean.
They've actually got a beer flavor one.
Yeah.
Well, they have
Yeah.
the buttered popcorn one. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then the cherry one's really good.
Yeah, the cherry one's really good.
We got a Chicago people here now, but I'm all into the Chicago style popcorn now, which is the cheese popcorn mixed with the caramel popcorn.
Oh, that does sound good.
I picked that up again this week. I'm kind of hooked into that style. I mean, I got it.
I didn't know that was actually a style like Chicago style or something.
I've never heard of that either.
Yeah, the cheese popcorn and the caramel popcorn. Because first time I got it was at the pier up there. Up there.
Well, no, you remember, like the cans you get like Christmas time, it has like the butter, the cheese, and the caramel. I used to always mix some of those together. I didn't even know. Maybe I was the inventor. I should get like a check on that.
Of course you were.
I want royalties on that, damn it. I want royalties.
just like the big gulp machine back in the day.
Right.
It was all because of Todd.
Yeah, somebody's like, "Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll make some money on that."
Probably invented in like 1950 something.
It probably was, but we never.
You weren't born until 1975, but it was all you.
Can't you just give me this one time?
No,
just one time.
Not this one doesn't make sense. I can give you something.
Just one time.
This one.
I mean, it doesn't amount to anything.
Okay, you did.
Okay,
yes,
thanks.
you invented
Thanks.
it. Thank God for you.
I'm with you, James. Jelly Belly is a guilty pleasure. We'll be in Atlanta this weekend, meeting up with Brian, Blue, Shane, Drew, and possibly TK.
Oh.
Well, John Pierre's down there in Atlanta now, too.
Damn, that sucks. But which weekend? The one before?
No, probably.
The weekend we go.
The 9th
weekend, yeah. That'd be nice. They met up with Brian and Blue before, so now they got Shane there, too, and possibly TK. So that'd be a nice year to get together.
It's not like we live that far away.
I mean, we can come back to Chicago, or you all can come to Louisville.
I expect some good videos from that meetup there, Mal. Say the town name, Mianus. Mianus?
Yeah. My anus. Not my anus, your anus.
No, Uranus would be a planet.
True.
You know that's not what I meant.
Go to that peanut butter bacon.
Yeah.
My granny always used mayonnaise in her cakes.
Yes.
It's incredible. I've never heard of the mayonnaise in the cake. I mean,
all mayonnaise is eggs and oil. So, like,
I don't know if my grandmother did that herself, but all I wanted was the damn stir things. What did you call those? Off the blender or whatever? For the batter. I love the batter.
The mixer. Yeah, I used to do that too.
Yeah, that was so good.
It was good.
What weekend is that, Mallory? Yeah, because Wayne's not too far either to get to Atlanta. It's going to be a super meetup.
Oh.
What is going on, CB? All right, Todd, and the boss.
That's right. What's up, CB?
65 gallon last month. It was $5.50. Damn, killing me. Well, he's filling up for the plane. No problem for the flight because he flies.
Well, if you have a fucking airplane, you're gonna you can't be cheap. You know, like you're gonna have to pay the price, dude.
You don't want to be at 20,000 feet. Be like, that should have got that extra.
Yeah.
Right. Damn it! I knew I should have splurged this one time.
Yeah. Like a pile of hash browns, all brown and crispy. Butter helps crisp and brown them. I do like some good hash browns.
I do like them crispy like that too.
Mayo, basically egg, oil, and vinegar. I don't know what all goes into mayo. I just know I prefer Miracle Whip to mayo.
Miracle Whip is the same thing.
It's the same ingredients if you look at it.
It don't taste the same though.
Mayo is the boring addition.
Now Miracle Whip is a little sweeter or something. I think.
There's just like more spices in Miracle Whip.
So
is that what it is?
So Miracle Whip.
But the main ingredients is the same though.
So in that regard, Miracle Whip would be the Kool-Aid, and mayo would be the
Exactly.
There you go. Orange juice or Tang, kind of the same. Yeah.
Wasn't that such a good analogy?
It was Tang, and Sunny D. Yeah.
There you go. You're understanding the things now.
What's up, Dee? Cheers.
Double D. What's going on?
Almighty one. You get all kinds.
I'm the almighty boss.
Double D. What time are you playing tomorrow? I know you're playing tomorrow.
Yeah, he's got to have a tea time tomorrow. It's Friday.
8 a.m. He's probably got the set for like all year. 8 a.m.
No,
Will Smith slap.
Oh God, so what a shit show.
Ryan told me July 8th through July 10th of July, his wife gave him permission. Oh, well.
There you go.
It all starts with the boss. Currently drinking.
Well, through the 10th. Well, we'll be there.
Yeah, if Mallory, if
We'll be
you're
the
coming back
11th and the
10th,
12th. So
we're not coming back down until the 13th.
So
she might have to drive around a little bit and meet in the middle.
No, we can just go. She's probably got to work the next day. We can meet them for dinner that night. You know,
Okay.
like let Mallory. She just went to Atlanta. She don't have to drive no more. So
I don't know if they're driving or flying now, because Chicago to Atlanta, they might be flying.
it don't matter.
That's
They're
true.
just traveling. So.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We got several months to go yet.
Yeah.
Currently drinking Wall Sound American Double IPA from Treehouse Smooth 8.4. Yeah, I told Todd earlier, Shannon, I have to be in Cincinnati the first week of August, so for work.
Are you going to be there on the weekends too?
No, it's just that week, whatever. Monday,
So, like, how many
Thursday, or
days are you going to
Friday.
be there?
They haven't told us the dates yet. They just said the first week of August. It's usually like maybe Monday through Thursday or Friday. Depends on the flights and stuff too. So.
All right. Well, if you're interested in staying an extra day or something, then, you know, we could meet you there, or we'd love to see you.
Yeah, definitely. And always get the Chicago popcorn at the airport. Yes, the Chicago popcorn is the shit. I can't believe you guys don't
I've
know
never
about
even
that.
heard of Chicago popcorn.
Yeah.
That's the caramel and cheese popcorn, right?
Yeah, I just bought it at the store here like this week.
I didn't even know there was a name for it.
I don't know if
Well,
Chicago
I thought
came
you
up
invented
with
it and you didn't even know the name for it.
No, I just got the shit out of the Christmas tin and mixed it together. I was like, this is pretty
That's
good.
why you don't get any royalties.
Well, I know. Somebody stole it from me and made it a name.
I believe it's credited for Chicago style, so but I got a bag of it when I went to the store last weekend. Okay, well, I'll see if I can make it down there. But he's 3 hours from ATL. Actually, what am I from ATL? I think I'm like 8 hours from ATL.
Where's Wayne at? Is he in Tennessee?
Who?
Where's Wayne? Is he in Tennessee?
North Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina. Okay.
I was trying to make donut stuff with the Reese's. I think Joey donut, but it cooked with the Reese's cup in it. God, Vanessa's just so experimental.
My mind can't even wrap my mind around that.
Well, whatever you do, it's going to be good, Vanessa. So
yeah.
Many good videos coming from that week.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure. Mal has a thing where she does a lot of long editing, so I can only imagine how much edit she's like.
Oh, Jesus. Mallory, quit editing.
If we need to talk before you get nervous about the editing, let me know. See if I can help you out there.
Yeah, just throw it up there.
CB. Mayonnaise made with duck eggs. Yeah. Because Vanessa gets the duck eggs up there.
I was going to say, she's all about the duck eggs.
A little more fat content. I invented Jelly Belly butter popcorn flavor, Gilbert said.
You both got screwed, I guess.
I mean, it happens, EG. What am I going to say? What are we going to say? Jelly beans, popcorn.
Let's see here. Cheers, AT, ACB. Hey, Vanessa. Miracle Whip is nasty snot with sugar.
I wouldn't go that far. He's got some aggressive feelings about Miracle Whip.
How do you really feel, Double D?
Damn.
What is mayonnaise in? What is mayonnaise?
Nasty snot with sugar.
Miracle Whip.
Snot without sugar, I guess.
Oh, Miracle Whip doesn't have eggs.
See, Miracle Whip doesn't have eggs, so there is a difference between Miracle Whip and mayonnaise. So there you go.
I stand corrected.
I always thought it was the exact. I've seen things where I thought they said it was the exact same thing.
If Vanessa says it's true.
Well, I'm sure if she says it.
With Vanessa.
No, I'm sure if she says it is, that it probably is.
Says wrong. Mayo is better. I'm going to have to say no on that there. So.
I grew up on Miracle Whip,
they both have a time and a place.
I grew up on Miracle Whip.
Yeah, all the time Miracle Whip place, all the time trash can from mayonnaise. Tea time, 10 a.m. Still cool in the morning.
Where's Dr. Double D from?
Florida.
He's down in North Carolina.
I thought he was in Florida.
No, he's Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Well, they got to get down to see him at some point too, or we can connect. Trez
My
in the
cousin
house.
used to live in Charlotte.
What is going on, Trez, homie?
What's up, Trez?
Just here kicking it as always on a Thursday. Appreciate you. Hopefully things are going well. I don't know if I got a chance to tell you when we had to move to Baltimore. So Trez is back in Cincinnati, but I'll be back. I just told these guys the first week of August. I like to try to catch up with Trez too. Trez is cool. We're flying. I want to see you guys in person. We can figure something out for the 11th or 12th. There you go.
Sounds good.
That's what we're doing here. We're making connections. We're like Chuck Woolery. 2 and 2, baby. 2 and 2.
Yes. Oh my God.
Dogs aren't fans of Chuck Woolery.
Not at all.
Oh, Hellman's. Yes, Hellman's. That's the
Yeah,
best.
Hellman's is the big one here in the Northeast. But then I know people like down around Kentucky and some other places like Duke's. It's a Duke's, man.
I've seen Dukes like
Are we muted?
all over.
No, we hear you. I hear you.
No, I've seen the Dukes on TikTok. Like everybody always uses Dukes mayonnaise.
Well,
You
I
get
was
Duke's in Kentucky.
I feel like we bought it before and you didn't like it. Though.
Hellman's is like what I like. Like yesterday, I was making some ranch dip from the like powder, and I went to the refrigerator and I pulled the mayonnaise out, and it was like the Aldi brand, and I'm like, fuck. I don't want to bitch because Todd did the grocery shopping, but like,
Well, I just went there that time and I knew you needed
like,
some, so I just picked it up.
I mean, it was still good.
You picked up Aldi though?
Yeah.
I almost, you know what I almost did? I almost scooped it out and put it in the Hellman's jar
That
just to
would've been
see
genius.
if you would have
I would have
noticed.
not noticed.
I know you wouldn't
Well, then
have.
do that next time so I don't get so upset.
You go to the Fruit Loops too. Get the Aldi Loops.
No, I don't know, hardly ever go there, but I went there and I knew was getting low in mayonnaise, so I was like, well, I'll just get some here. So,
I mean, it's not bad, but
I mean, it doesn't. You know.
Actually, knowing the reputation of Aldi's, it probably isn't bad.
no, it's not. There's Aldi's isn't bad. I like
Yeah.
a lot of stuff from Aldi's, but
Like their fruit, vegetables, all organic type stuff and things like that.
yeah, and they last like literally 48 hours before they go bad.
That's the organic. You know, you got to
I
eat
know.
them.
Right? Yeah.
Well, we're just white trash from Southern Indiana. We don't need organic.
If it don't last 4 or 6 months, we ain't eating it.
Yeah, all the fruit. Yeah, like
I'm gonna need these bananas to pull off another week.
yeah, no.
Just shave the brown and black spots off of it. We're good. It's okay.
I like my bananas almost green.
Good for smoothies, yeah. Yeah, that would be amazing. Waffle House. They got Waffle House by you? Yeah. I haven't seen a Waffle House here yet. Obviously, where you guys are, you have the Waffle Houses, and we had it when I was in Kentucky. I'm sure there's one around here somewhere, though. But we got other places like diners and stuff that are open late, too. Picked up Hellman's is the same kind I use in my bacon.
Yes, Hellman's.
People making cakes with mayonnaise. My mind is blown tonight. It's not as blown as much as the fried bologna sandwiches, but it's still blown.
And you tried the fried bologna, and maybe you didn't love it.
Maybe all this time,
was going to be.
your grandma maybe was making cakes with mayonnaise. You never even knew it. Might have been that little something. You just didn't know what it was, but that's what it was.
I can neither confirm nor deny. I mean,
Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss.
I would ask my mom because she makes cakes still, and I'm sure she got the recipes from my grandma. Like, are you putting mayonnaise and shit?
There you go. Ask her and see. Report back to us.
I
Let
don't
us
think you
know.
should ask because you might not want to know the answer.
As long as it's not raisins in the potato salad, I mean, we might be
Oh,
okay.
God. Raisins. Oh, I fucking hate raisins. They're the worst.
I don't know who started that tradition, but it needs to stop. CB said,
Right.
No Waffle House in West Virginia. I didn't realize that. But CB will tell you, I brought before, they have a Tudor's Biscuit World in West Virginia, which people love the biscuits there. These big biscuit sandwiches you get from Tudor's. Yeah.
I've heard you talk about them before, but they sound amazing.
What is on the biscuit sandwich?
Oh, you get like ham.
It's just the biscuit
sausage,
itself.
Bacon, egg. No, these things are like huge. Like it has like the meat and everything hangs off the biscuit. It's like,
it's like a Big Mac but biscuit style.
Yeah, I don't like it to hang. I like it all to be like all within the biscuit.
You know, like your meat to hang. Is that what you're saying?
I do not like my meat to hang. Not when it's between two pieces of bread.
I always thought hanging meat was good.
Sometimes the buns can't hold it all.
True.
Exactly. The meat needs to fit my buns.
Oh, okay.
Just saying, But yeah, I was amazed when the first time I had it when I was down there, and I was dating Janice at the time, and her brother was like, "Oh, we went to Tudor's and got some biscuits or whatever." I'm like, "What?" And like these huge biscuits that came out of the bag. Like, wow, that's a lot of meat in that biscuit. So
it's more about the meat and not the biscuits.
Well, the biscuits are good. They're scratch-made biscuits.
But would they be that good if the meat wasn't hanging off of them?
Well, yeah, they're still good biscuits. Don't get lost on the meat now. I mean, the meat's
Well,
good.
you're the one getting lost on the meat. You keep talking about the meat hanging over.
Where's the beef?
I like a lot of meat. I want meat on my sandwiches, and it was a good one.
Just one. Okay.
After a night of drinking, it's a good sandwich to soak up the alcohol.
Sounds like a good sandwich.
Okay, we can move on.
Big Daddy's still trying to hit me on the Miracle Whip, but I'm sorry, I'm a Miracle Whip. I believe Miracle Whip over mayonnaise.
Miracle Whip's good on a ham sandwich.
It's good on any sandwich. Where do you put mayonnaise? Which
I always ate Miracle Whip until we got together.
Miracle Whip growing up too.
Then it was mayonnaise. I was like, what? Okay, I guess now it's mayonnaise.
For those that heard me talk about Wawa in the past, if you happen to watch the Heavy Seas video, you will actually see a Wawa sandwich, and you'll know what it is, and you'll be like, "Oh my God, that is a big sandwich." So,
yeah, I've always heard. Well, you even said too. I always heard the Wawa's. It's pretty amazing.
I know I've heard you talk about it, but I don't remember what it is.
Yeah, it's like a sub. It's good stuff. Good stuff.
From the gas station.
Yeah, just kind of like a 7-Eleven or something type.
I remember.
But that ain't banana and mayo sandwiches. Sick shit, I know, right? Like,
but did you try it? It might be good.
Banana and mayo. Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
It doesn't sound good, but sometimes.
But it might be.
Yeah,
but it might be.
I mean, Elvis was banana and peanut butter, right? I mean,
yeah,
but that's a little bit more. I can wrap my head around that a little bit more.
I would go more peanut butter than mayo. Yeah, I can wrap my head around that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely need to catch up for sure. It's definitely been too long. We tried before, and we ended up coming out. My wife got a good job offer to come out here, so we didn't get a chance to connect there. Banana peanut butter sandwiches are delicious. See, James has done an Elvis route.
I mean, it's just like a peanut butter sandwich, but you put bananas on it.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
2 slices of freshly baked bread with mayonnaise spread between. Yeah, mayonnaise sandwich. Yeah, I had friends that had mayonnaise sandwiches before, but it wasn't like that was their choice. They just had nothing to go in between them.
Right.
I used to do that, but I'd put a piece of cheese in the middle of it. Man, Miracle Whip with cheese, like a Kraft single slice or whatever.
No, what you need to do is you butter your white bread, you put the mayonnaise on it, and then you slice some ripe tomatoes and put it on there, and then you put it in the skillet like a grilled cheese. That shit is amazing.
I've heard of tomatoes. I've heard of
mayonnaise,
tomatoes. Yeah, I've heard tomato and mayonnaise sandwich. Yeah, but they used to call their mayonnaise sandwich wish sandwiches. So they would always say they wish they had meat. You know. So.
I was getting ready to say that. I knew where you were going with that.
Yeah, that's why they called it the wish sandwich. They also drank sugar water sometimes, so that was kind of because they had no Kool-Aid or anything like that, but they didn't just. When you're broke, you're broke. You do what you do. So. Yeah,
but I mean, I just like regular water. I feel like adding sugar to it would ruin it. I'd rather have a glass of water over Kool-Aid. So.
Well, it was like they were kids too doing it.
Yeah.
So. Like, you want a glass of sugar water? Like with no Kool-Aid? Like.
Are you like having a diabetic? Is your blood sugar low? Like, I'm like, they just getting ready to pass out. Should I put some sugar in this water?
People drink and eat all different types of things, and
they do. That's a true story. Yes.
You know, if it works for you, who might have complained?
Yes, Rod.
Yeah.
Yes.
But no, I'll pass.
You do you, I'll do me.
No, man, I'm a wolf for Brew showing up. Shit. Greenville, South Carolina. He's South Carolina. I'm sorry, man. I thought he said I was north, but it's South Carolina.
Oh, okay. Who was I thinking of is in Tennessee? That was kind of lived down where her aunt and uncle live.
Well, somebody just said, was it Chattanooga? I think that was Vanessa, but.
No, I think he lives like near.
No, Vanessa went to Chattanooga to pick up her husband before.
Yeah, okay.
He's on here sometimes, but I can't think of who it is.
Somebody lives in Tennessee.
Talking about, I know you're talking about.
He's close to where your Aunt Verdina lives.
Shit, that's I can't think of
it either now. Yeah,
Stop thinking about it. Let's go on, and then it'll pop in your head.
I mean, it's no big deal. I was just thinking, but it wasn't Wayne. So I was thinking it was Wayne, but it wasn't Wayne. So
Hellman's or Heinz mayo. Yeah, we got both of those here.
Hellman's.
My wife does mayonnaise. Hellman's is the big one here, especially in the Northeast.
Yeah, Heinz, no.
You don't like Heinz?
Mm-mm.
Why?
Not compared to Hellman's.
I mean, it's two different mayos. Well, we did have Heinz in there, and my wife did say she did want Hellman's now. So I guess Hellman's is better, but yeah. Grew up with Blue Plate mayonnaise. Never heard of Blue Plate.
Me either.
Me neither.
Got to be Garrett's Chicago mix, best quality. It was Garrett's that I actually had when I had the popcorn in Chicago.
I wonder if they have that shit on Amazon.
Garrett's?
This popcorn everybody keeps talking about.
Garrett's is pretty good shit. Yeah, that was at the Navy Pier. Louisiana says their Blue Plate mayo used better than both Helmets or Duke. So Vanessa's saying Blue Plate. So Blue Plate.
Here it is.
Check in.
Jesus Christ, that's some fucking expensive popcorn.
Yeah, no kidding.
$25 for a gallon of popcorn?
Look, that don't look no different than the Christmas can.
It was probably
but it's in a cool Chicago
popcorn movie theater thing or whatever. Yeah.
I can tell you when I was there, I didn't pay $25 for it. But it was
yeah.
Here's one for $15, 3-pack.
No, that's just cheddar though.
No, it says cheddar, corn, and caramel, 3-ounce bags.
Oh, you can buy them around here.
He said, I'm originally from New York City, but in North Carolina for now, not much longer. No one puts Miracle Whip on a BLT or tuna fish. Broke up with a girlfriend over that and not having
Oh, damn. Savage.
I put Miracle Whip on a BLT or tuna fish. I mean, that's what I'm going to use. But
no, I feel like he says that's what he broke up with her for, but apparently there was other things, and he's like, "Oh, this is a good reason."
Well, he said he broke up with her for not having the Skippy and the Welch's. I mean, you can't have a good PB and J without having the Skippy and the Welch's for his world. I mean, Peter Pan didn't cut it for the peanut butter, and Smucker's wasn't cutting it for the jam. So he wants Skippy and he wants Welch's. She didn't have it.
I mean,
you're out.
That's
Sorry.
fine. That's fine. I wouldn't want him to live with this.
You gotta draw the line somewhere. Then I guess.
Yeah.
No, but I am Welch's grape juices. I don't want grape juice unless it's Welch's.
Fried bologna mayonnaise. Well, see, that's the whole thing with the fried bologna. Some say mayonnaise, some say mustard.
Some say Miracle Whip.
Some say Miracle Whip. When I made my fried bologna sandwich, I dressed it up, and EB was like, "You put too much stuff on it." I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
He kind of did, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
you made it all bougie and shit.
That's how I roll. That's just how I roll. You know?
Yeah, you fancy like that.
Is you, Rod?
Yeah. You fancy, huh?
Rod Bougie J.
Yeah, I did a few things to it. That's true. See, now Dale's in no Miracle Whip. Girl, I don't know why y'all hate Miracle Whip so much.
I don't hate Miracle Whip.
I don't either. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got its place in time.
Just like Zima.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you don't need a Jolly Rancher with Miracle Whip, though.
What about Mad Dog?
Yeah. Don't bring that up. Don't bring it up. Somebody can't handle the Mad Dog.
You realize what I gave you guys that night? You all were tricking me because I thought it was a malt liquor. You're like, it's malt liquor night. And I'm like, all right, well, I was like, I used to, and they're like, yeah, do that. And so I got that and I drank it and it tastes like motor oil. And then you all told me it wasn't even malt liquor.
Well, technically, me and Todd have malt liquor.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody had malt liquor but me because I thought Mad Dog.
Yeah, we wasn't going to turn that down, though.
It was awful.
But once you said,
I can still taste that shit.
Once you said, I'll try Mad Dog, we were like, sold.
That's malt liquor. It's malt liquor night, so Mad Dog 2020 it is.
It was a special portion of the show.
Buy it at the gas station for $4.
You know how bad it has to be for me not to drink it?
I was going to say, yeah.
I need to go back to that video and just cut out the part of Shannon doing Mad Dog and put that as a separate video. That was
awful. Awful. It ruined all my teenage memories.
I could do a grilled cheese with bacon.
Oh, yes.
Oh, for sure.
You do grilled cheese? You like that tomato soup with it?
I love tomato soup anytime.
Well, I like tomato soup, but some people like the grilled cheese with tomatoes so you can dip into tomato soup. And
yeah, I mean, that's good.
Well, it kind of goes hand in hand.
One or the other is enough.
Yeah.
I don't need both.
Right, yeah. We could do one or the other.
Homemade jams. I like some homemade jams. I had a company one time send me craft beer jams. They were pretty tasty. They were
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I remember you did those.
Yeah. No floppy meat. Yeah. Tuck that
As
meat
long
in
as you
for
got a
Shannon.
big biscuit.
That's right.
Shannon wants it tucked.
No, I don't mind floppy meat, but you got to have enough buns to cover it. No, like it's too messy that way. Some mayo
for butter and grilled cheese. Yeah, I see butter and grilled cheese. I would do.
Yeah, but you put the butter on the bread, and then you put the mayo and the tomato in it.
I don't know why you have the mayo.
Like,
No, he's saying no. They're saying you do the mayo instead of the butter, and you toast it with the mayo instead of the butter.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as good that way. Myself personally, I don't.
Oh, I bet it's delicious.
No, it's good because it gets it good and crusty, but I don't think it tastes the same.
My grandmother Isabel used mayo in cakes, and my other grandmother Betty used booze. I like Grandma Betty for sure.
Yeah, Betty's a lot of fun.
Yeah, Betty's over. She's welcome anytime.
I'm all over that batter. Can I get some of that batter?
Grandma Isabel sounds like the loving grandma, and Grandma Betty sounds like the fun one. So you should be happy that you had a fun grandma and a loving
I feel like Grandma Betty never made it when everybody else was around. She's like, here, I brought a cake.
I'm going to be Grandma Betty.
I feel like Grandma Betty had the grandkids fighting over those mixer spoons.
Yes.
Yes, the mixer. What the hell are they called?
I don't know what they're called, but they were good. Hello, Eric. I use both. Rum cake about as moist as it can be. I'm a Duke's man, Big Daddy. Since Big Daddy likes Duke's.
Maybe I need to try Duke's again.
Maybe we do. Because a lot of people love Duke's.
And we've had Duke's here, so she's actually used it. I haven't used it, but when I'm hanging meat, that's what she said.
That's all right.
A lot of hanging meat.
I like what
rum
I like.
cake, that sounds good. Been many years, so yeah, rum cake does sound good. Liver sausage at Mayo. Had one today. Never had liver sausage.
Sausage?
I'm not a fan of liver, so I don't know if I would even try
What
that.
the fuck is liver sausage? Because I know
I like fried
sausage
livers.
comes from a pig. Where's the liver coming from? Are they coming from both of them? Are they coming from the pig?
Is the sausage from the liver part?
Or is it a liver that is encased like a sausage? I'm confused.
Probably. That's probably what it is. It's like a liver
with the casing.
In the casing, yeah, probably.
There you go. I'll make a sandwich of all three: Blue Plate, Dukes, and Hellman's, and a blind taste test. You have to tell me.
Yes, that's such a good idea.
There you go.
We totally need to do that.
Trey's like, whatever. I stayed up for this.
Thursday nights.
Mayo grilled cheese. So
I'm gonna try.
So Gilbert, you like mayo instead of butter on grilled cheese?
I feel like me and Eric hung out, we'd be like two big old fat tubbies eating all our candy and our common tasty foods.
Dee, so I got a Wawa after having sex, not knock on bedroom doors. Someone order a Wawa.
If you could, wouldn't that be? Didn't we have this conversation like last week about a sandwich?
Yeah, we did.
After sex?
We talked about the sandwich. And like you guys are like, he's not making a sandwich. Well, DoorDash will bring you the sandwich, but Dee like, if it's, you have a sandwich afterwards sometimes.
But he's knocking who's knocking on the door and who's bringing the sandwich?
The delivery guy.
DoorDash.
I'll be asleep by the time they got here, but
Wawa afterwards? That could work.
No, you should order the Wawa before you have sex. Have it ready on the counter. Go have sex and then come and get your Wawa.
But now we'll see when you get a Wawa, you don't do mayonnaise. If you're getting an Italian hoagie, you're getting oil and vinegar. So if you get it too early, it could get soggy if you don't like the sogginess.
Well, I'm not getting oil. I'm getting mayonnaise.
You're messing up.
So my problem.
Buzzer rod, buzzer. There you go.
I'm gonna have sex, and then my sandwich is gonna be. I'm gonna be like, Todd, go get me a sandwich. It's gonna be on the counter, and he's gonna bring it to me, and then I'm gonna go to sleep.
That's like somebody getting Philly cheesesteak, and they're like Philly cheesesteak, and they order mayo, and they're like, whoa.
Oh yeah, what are you doing?
You need to take your tourist ass out of here right now. Oh, I might get Wawa tomorrow. Now I think about it, I kind of get the Wawa in my head.
Now you're in the mood, aren't you?
Yeah,
Oh, yes, Vanessa. So good.
Grilled cheese by butter and bread, cheese, and sliced tomato.
Butter in the bread.
Minus the
That's where
cheese.
it's at.
Kool-Aid cheaper than sugar nowadays.
Yeah, but you still got to add sugar.
Heinz mayo. Yeah, Heinz has the mayo and Heinz has the mustard. Remember, Heinz just had the ketchup. They got the mustard too.
See, mustard, I love mustard, but I'm not picky about my mustard. Like, I feel like all mustard tastes alike.
That's weird.
Nope.
Unless it's like spicy.
You got old brown mustard. You got yellow
Well, yeah,
mustard.
like if it's... Shut up, Alexa. Alexa.
What the hell she come on for anyway?
Alexa
Like,
has her.
Shannon, shut up. It's time to go to bed.
she's like, I can tell you about my mayonnaise. Let me tell you.
She's like, let me tell you about mustard because you don't know what you're talking about. You also got the horseradish mustard. You got all kinds.
Oh, I
of
love
mustards.
horseradish.
Yeah.
Do you like horseradish?
Oh yeah. I love spicy stuff.
Me too.
Waffle House is cool because you can interact with the cooks. We stop twice a day when we road trip to Florida. Yeah.
Yes.
I got the British Heinz mayo here. Never mind.
It's probably
Probably pretty
really
good.
good.
That's for the Waffle House lid. So Big Dad's got the hat.
Nothing wrong with that.
Fluffernutter sandwich, marshmallow fluff and peanut. I've never had one, but I've heard of Fluffernutter before.
Yeah, I'm not big on marshmallows.
What? What's up, JV?
Yeah.
Cheers, homie. Happy to see you.
JV.
Fried bologna and bacon sandwich.
Oh,
Now, that's
with bacon?
interesting.
Oh, there you go. Adding a whole new realm to that
It's
one.
too much meat.
No, not even. No.
And CB says, "Oh yes, Vanessa." Add a little bit
Yeah,
of-
that's right. Yes. Oh.
Talk dirty to me.
I know, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
JV, cheers, smoke for free. CB's the most gracious smoker ever. He smokes for everybody he meets. I'll smoke one for you.
Oh, hey, did you know that Michigan too? Like, this is another part of my research for our vacation. Is the dispensaries. There's two really local to us, and I got on their menu to see their gummies, and they have like you can push like, do you want to feel energized, sleepy, giggly, happy, excited, alert? And so you can filter out how you want to
The
feel, and
different
then it'll
types?
pop up the gummies that will give that to you.
Now, keep in mind, you go to dispensaries in Michigan, just so you know.
Yeah.
From what I've been told up there, depending on where you're going through, some of the other police sit on the border trying to see out-of-state cars.
Well, I'm going to get them while we're there, and we'll eat them while we're there.
Yeah, so if you do bring anything back, I was going to say just
Yeah, no, I'd be way too like.
Okay.
Yeah, because when they had them come from Ohio, they were like catching people coming back. Like, it's like you got nothing else to do better in your day. Like,
Right. You're right.
It's
Exactly.
like a bummer, though.
Yeah,
I really
exactly.
wanted to bring some back to share with my
Exactly.
Yeah. I just don't want your stuff getting taken like Jeff Spicoli and his pizza back in fast.
I mean, would they just take our shit, or would they like lock us up?
They probably would take your shit. And
They probably just take it.
Oh,
They
well,
probably
I'm
just
okay
take
with
it
them
from
just
you.
They
taking
probably
Fine.
use it themselves. But
You're right.
they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, we're
Like,
out of
oh,
gummies. Let's pull this
free.
full
Yeah.
over."
I mean, we've all seen Super Troopers, so we know how it goes down.
I don't know if I have seen Super Troopers.
You've never seen Super Troopers?
What? Are you
I
American?
probably have.
I don't think you have,
I watched
actually. I
it,
don't think
and
you
then I forget
have.
I watched it because it's useless. It's
No, I don't-
entertainment for the moment, and then I
Honestly, I
forget.
don't think you have seen it.
But I feel like Seth Rogen or somebody's in it,
No.
who's in
That was
Matthew McConaughey.
a long time ago. No, it wasn't really no like big names in it.
Mad Dog is food color or something else. Yeah, it's
With
something
motor
else.
oil.
All right. Yeah. And then for this, how are you? That was me, JV. The wife and I bought Chi-Town popcorn from the Navy Pier Cheddars. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's where we got ours at Navy Pier. But you put that cheddar with that caramel. Oh, next level. Next level.
Banging.
You make me want to pay $25 for a bucket of popcorn.
I mean, you can get it at I got a bag of it at the store here.
Yeah.
So you could probably get it at the grocery store. But
I don't know.
if you went to True out of Chicago,
I've seen it.
You have to have it sent to
Yeah,
you.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Tomato sandwich with grated Parmesan cheese on top. That's fancy.
I'm just not a cheese person.
I mean, do you take that and you put it like into the panini type thing?
On the
If you're gonna do
cheese-
that?
Yeah, with the cheese or on top of it.
Or like a
I feel
grilled
like
cheese type.
you need a panini bread for that if you're going to do that kind of fanciness. Mad Dog is nasty. Yeah, but we all been there when we were younger. So
It's poison. And then you have people that you think care about you and like, hell yeah, get some Mad Dog. And then you're like, I really don't have any friends who.
I mean, who would ever tell you that?
I don't know.
You're right.
I mean, that's terrible of them.
People do line up for us. You got to have patience there. So, we were lucky when we went, but yeah, people love that popcorn. Use mayo instead of using butter. Oh, instead of butter? I feel like butter has to go in.
I don't see. I've done it both ways, and I like the butter better than the mayo for grilled cheese.
Butter and better. I mean, we're changing one letter. It's got to be a part of it.
Right. Right.
She's going to check to make sure we're set today. Cool. Liver sausage is in my freezer. It makes block, not a sausage casing. So it's like a block, not a casing.
Oh.
So I guess you slice it then if it's a block.
Kind of like Spam.
I'll try anything once.
I'll be the grandma's birthday visit. You bring a shovel. I just need grandmother's Betty recipe. That's what I need.
Right? Yeah. You ain't got to bring them physically, but
because they're dead.
Are we burying the grandmas?
No, they're dead now. I think it's what.
Yeah.
Oh, so we got to bring the shovel to dig up the grandmas.
Yeah.
Okay. I love your dark sense of humor, Eric.
I had to tell my wife grilled cheese is not maybe 2 pieces of bread. How the hell is a cheese grilled? It's melt down, put under the damn broiler. Burn that damn cheese. What do you think, Shannon?
Trying to make sense of it. I mean, I understand. I think he's like, it shouldn't be a grilled cheese. It doesn't matter.
She doesn't know.
I understand what he's saying, but like, it is what it is. It's called a grilled cheese, even if it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, like it confused Jessica Simpson when she thought chicken of the sea or tuna was actually chicken that she didn't understand it was tuna as a whole. Yeah.
True. Yeah.
I mean,
there was a whole episode on that.
I know. I always knew it was tuna, but they should call it tuna of the sea, not chicken.
Chicken of the sea. What do you mean it's tuna? What?
But sometimes
that's actually a good comparison right there. I like that.
Yeah.
I prefer egg batter for grilled cheese. We're doing a cooking class now here. Blue Plate will win any blind taste test. Come on, it's from New Orleans. Yeah, New Orleans got the culture for sure. So
was that a mayonnaise, Blue Plate?
Yeah, Blue Plate's mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Just accepted it, JT. Thought it was you, but Facebook, you never know on Facebook.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't like soggy buns. Right, so you can't order too early because the buns will get soggy if you got oil and vinegar on it. So.
Oh, I thought we were talking about White Castles.
We're talking about the hoagie afterwards.
No, the hoagie,
yeah. So you got to time it out right. So, and Wawa's open 24 hours. So, French toast grilled cheese works. That's another way to do it. Cool JV, Sub Gilbert, cheers. And no, mustards are different concentrations. Mustard in the mix. I use dry mustard powder in Boston baked beans recipe. I haven't had Boston baked beans in a while. That's actually tasty.
He makes the best baked beans I've ever had. What is it? You put sausage in it? What is that? Those
sausage.
Baked beans you make. They're delicious.
Wow. It's been a while since I've done them, though.
You need to make those again.
Ketchup, whatever. I don't even know what else is in it.
Kylie just texted me.
The advantage of using mayo instead of butter is the butter burns before your cheese melts. Oh, there you go. There's a tip. So you don't want burnt butter. Temp of burner matters. Lower temp when using butter for grilled cheese.
Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. Ooh.
Watch it. Yeah, tell her Vanessa, watch it. Super Troopers is funny.
Yeah. Vanessa said Super Troopers is funny. You need to watch it.
I probably have seen it.
I don't think you have, actually.
If you've seen it, you would know. That's for sure. My buddy swears by QP Japanese mayo. 2 Miracle Whippy for me. I might want to check that one out. A little more tangier. Liver sausage, Braunschweiger German. I feel like I should have had that one as in Cincinnati because they have a big German heritage. Cheddar cheese slice on tomato sandwich. I've done that before. I've done ham like on a grilled cheese sandwich. Can I check a shovel in baggage at airport? You probably could. They don't care. You don't know what you're going to use it for. I think you have to put it on the oversized rack, though, like where you put golf clubs. Patty melt Dagwood style sandwich. That would be pretty tasty. Alexa and Biden are watching the rants.
I think so. It should just came on for no reason.
Oh my God. I mean, I watched part of the thing today with Joe Biden talking about lowering the gas and everything, or opening the gas barrels. And it's just like,
It was
I feel like
a million barrels a day or something for 6 months.
Yeah, but I feel like they give them too many words to try to do at one point, because we're not going to attack anybody, because we know what happens.
Bidens.
Like when you attack somebody based on how they are. I don't want to get smacked or anything like that, but we know he's had a stuttering issue. You can't give him all these words to try to read off the teleprompter. It's going to confuse him.
Right.
Just like you had to, kind of bring it down for Trump, you got to bring it down for Biden a little bit.
Right, yeah. They're not our fucking idols, either one. I was like, you look at both and you're like, what the fuck? These are the only two jokers we had to pick from. Like
340
That's
million.
what I said.
340, we got our two guys. 340 million, here's the two.
Right. Those are the two best you can come up with?
Yeah, I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, we're so screwed.
Well, 2024 will be an interesting election, just because we all know that Biden's going to be like, 82 or something like that, everything. People are going to not be comfortable at his age. And if Trump decides to run, people are going to have questions about that. So it's like the Democrats have to find somebody to run against Biden.
Right. So that was going to be my question. I didn't know, like, if Biden, like, I don't know I know what I know, but like, I was like, if Biden decides to run again, is he just automatically going to be the Democratic? Or does he still have to run in the primaries against
usually people? Well, I mean, most of the time they'll back out and let him run, but
I mean, they can run somebody against him in their primary.
Yeah.
That's happened rarely, but like Todd said, usually you be the incumbent.
Most of the time
this isn't a usual situation with him up there.
Right.
And the Democrats have a split on their side right now with the progressives and the moderates. Right. And then on the Republican side, depending on what happens, because these things are coming out around Trump, if he doesn't run, then they're going to have somebody from the Republican side I think will probably beat Joe Biden. But if he runs, it's going to be a weird thing on this next election here in the country in 2024, kind of like, what do you do type thing. And it's like, oh, I pack up and I go to Vanessa's and wait for the world to end.
Yes, yeah. We'll meet you there.
I'll go. I want President Zelensky to come over here and run for president. He's going to be the president of the world.
Just think about him. He went from a comedian to running this and dealing with the war. I mean,
I know.
And he's the best fucking leader that I've ever seen.
He's definitely showing courage for what he's doing and staying there and doing the different things and stuff like that. But
I need ammunition, not a ride.
Yeah, it's a crazy time in the world right now. So I just like
that for sure.
I just want to drink my beer and watch what happens from the sidelines.
And eat your Chicago popcorn.
And eat Chicago style popcorn. Chicken of the Sea is mostly dolphin of the sea, yeah? Because you had the whole dolphin thing where they were hunting dolphin for stuff.
Oh, God.
Boston baked beans cook overnight in a bean pot. Boston baked beans. We used to have a place called Boston Beanery when I was at WVU, and they great Boston baked beans. Liverwurst slices or rye. That's what that is. Liverwurst. I know what liverwurst is. I've had that spot. Liverwurst with spicy mustard. That's something you would apply to that. Liverwurst was not my favorite lunch meat to have though, but my mom used to love that. And
cold snap.
And if I would have a liverwurst sandwich with spicy mustard, that's the way I would go. And rye bread, good call as well.
Liverwurst, my mom and my grandma and my aunts used to eat that, and then they had pickle loaf. Liverwurst and pickle loaf were their two things.
Yeah. Wasn't it olive loaf too? They had olives in.
Probably. Do you like green olives?
I'm not an olive person.
Oh my God! You know how many people I've asked? I have the most exciting olives ever, and I'm like asking all my residents and my coworkers. I'm like, "Do you like green olives?" And they're like, "No, no, no." And I'm like, I found one in my residence, and I'm like, I got a green olive stuffed with a garlic clove, and it is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
And I gave it to two of my residents, and one of them put it in her mouth. She's like, ugh, and she spit it out. And then the other one was like, oh, this is so good. So it was like the best treat she ever had. So I gave her like a bunch of them.
Yeah, our Kroger used to have an olive bar where you get all kinds of different olives.
I love olives.
I don't even like olive on pizza. It's like,
I love green olives, black olives. I love all the olives.
yeah, I don't even know if I like olive oil on Popeye. I'm just saying.
On pot pie?
No, I said olive oil on Popeye. You never saw the Popeye cartoon?
Oh, Popeye. I thought you said olive oil on pot pie. I'm like, I didn't know that was a thing.
I needed Todd there to finish that joke.
Oh, olive oil, the skinny brunette. Yes, okay, I understand where you're going with that. Yeah.
I need Todd back to get that one.
He's coming. I explained it to him. He understands now.
She killed my olive oil joke, Todd.
I thought he said I don't even like olive oil on pot pie, but he said I don't even like olive oil on pot pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she killed my joke there. I was like, I need Todd here.
I do that sometimes.
That salami on grilled cheese sandwich under the damn broiler. 82. Damn, Kenny drive by himself. Come on, America. Hard
I know.
Yeah. Election watch party 2024. I feel like 2024 election. Well, one is that'd be a good drinking game because I feel like that night everybody sees to get drunk because nobody knows what's going to happen the next day.
I'm already fucking depressed thinking about it.
That'll be
have anxiety thinking about it. I'm like,
I was gonna say it'd be all-time liquor sales for that day, but I think they don't even open that day, do they?
Black women are only Obi-Wan.
They are. They fucking are.
It's I feel like, you get the drink game easy with Biden because every time he says folks, somebody had a chug or something, but I feel like you might end up in the hospital because you would just
yeah, alcohol poisoning for sure.
Poor old Biden.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. So we get to do 2022 first. So we have elections, midterms coming up this year, so that'll kind of set the table for 2 years out. But
my life was so much better when I didn't care about this shit. I didn't even know what was going on. My life was so much better.
Right.
I see Biden picking a coffin over a second term, right?
I hope. I mean,
possibility.
I don't want him to die.
Yeah.
I think he means well. He's just, old as fuck.
Old.
I mean, he's older and
senile, demented, maybe.
I'm sure he's very smart. And I love where he's going with things. I love his.
Well, right now, I don't know if you saw or not, but things are ramping up against his son on some of the stuff. And so that's going to be something I think that may bring him down from being able to run next time as well. I mean, even if Hunter did on his own, not with Joe Biden, people are going to still see that connection.
Associate it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that fucking Trump gets accused of a felony and he can't run. And I hope Biden, whatever happens to him, and we get two new candidates.
Yeah, we just want to hit the reset button. Like,
No kidding.
Hit that Staples easy button and start over again.
But I think
hit the red button to smash it.
Just said that anybody that one of the comments might have been Eric said that anybody with the sense would not run for it. Nobody that should have the power would go for the power.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, you're at a whole different narcissistic level when you run for a lot of these offices.
Yeah.
And I feel like they start out wanting to make a difference, and then the system corrupts them by the time they get to that point. Yeah. So we're all fucked.
Yeah, I mean, and really with our situation here, there's a lot of corporations that run the country anyway. So
money. It's all about fucking money.
Yep.
Yeah, and so the lobbyists are controlling the Congress people we have. So, but
it's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Next package will include some Garrett popcorn. Big Daddy says.
Oh,
he has the connection there.
Oh, so what can we send Big Daddy?
I got some stuff I got to get.
But we should give him some.
I
would send you some food, but there's nothing exciting from old.
What's like an Indiana type food? Like, what do you guys?
Oh, we're too boring. We don't have a food.
Yeah, I don't think we do, honestly. Yeah. Get some wheat with some corn, some wheat.
The field behind us, sometimes they do corn one season and they do soybeans one season. So
I'm sending some soybeans.
Send some jerky.
Honestly, I don't know that we really have anything.
Indiana.
Hey, Alexa.
Do we?
What food is Indiana known for?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, Indiana is known for sweet corn.
Sweet corn.
Sweet corn. There you go. We'll see.
I knew what I was
We'll go
talking
out
about.
back and pick some and send it to you.
Okay, Alexa, shut up. Yeah,
You're about
Alexa's. Yeah, we're so excited here in Indiana.
Yeah.
You're about to get some
Woo,
corn on the
sweet
cob,
corn.
son. I love green olives. Shannon Mouse says. So she loves green
Yes.
olives.
Do you like garlic? She
Pickle and pimento loaf,
Yes.
olive loaf, German bologna. Now, German bologna I did like as a kid. Olive loaf I was never a fan of. The pimento I see that was never a fan. Yeah,
I just really don't care for cheese. Pimento's
but that
cheese,
might have
right?
been because I was a kid.
Yeah.
It's like, what are these things in my lunch meat? Like you see the little
Right. Yeah.
Perfect
What
name.
was that called though in the store?
liverwurst. What liverwurst?
No, the lunch meat. What you talking about with the stuff in it?
Piccolo.
Oh, it's just
Was
like
it- yeah,
olive-
piccolo. Yeah, piccolo loaf.
olive-
Yeah,
it was
piccolo
olive
loaf.
and
Yeah.
olive loaf and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah.
But I mean, the main name I think was
Oh.
pickle loaf
You
though.
want to know the white trash? I shouldn't say that because that sounds judgy, but like, I don't mean to insult anybody, but like the white trashiest food that I love is Vienna sausages and potted meat on saltines.
Oh shit! You and Jay could do a show together.
I'm okay with
Love
Vienna.
that shit.
I'm okay with Vienna sausages, but potted meat's
It's
like
like
too much
fucking-
like cat
It
food.
is like, it's like cat food on a saltine cracker. But it
She
tastes
tried to.
so
I was like,
good.
no, I can't eat that. But I'll eat the hell out of some Vienna sausages, spam. I'm good with that. I don't care about that.
You got to show her some of Jay's videos, Todd.
Is Jay the one in the backyard with the fence
Yeah.
in the middle of the? Yeah, no.
Oh yeah.
No, I have nothing in
But
common with
he
him.
eats that shit like
Oh.
at 6 o'clock in the morning, or maybe at Mathern's in the in the owl with the liquor.
You guys both have a fondness for it. That's cool.
I feel like I could take him down.
That's cool. Is it though?
Yeah, I feel like I could make him be speechless.
No, but you both love. I mean, he does.
A lot
it
of
with
people
some
love
his stuff.
fucking potted meat and Vienna sausages, so they wouldn't be at the grocery store. It's not just about me and Jay.
I wouldn't say a lot.
I wouldn't say a lot like it, but I only know one person that does YouTube videos on it, and I'm just saying. It'd be a perfect matchup.
It's the meanest thing you've ever said to me, Rod.
I think you'd be great. It'd be, I'm not saying anything.
Oh, should we
bad.
should we be best friends?
I'm saying you guys can have
We could
great
talk about
channel.
potted meat and Vienna sausages. It sounds like a great YouTube
Yeah. Be like 2 episodes, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's the end.
I feel like a woman talking about meat is going to get the views. So
Yeah. Probably so. That's all I'd say.
Maybe I should reach out to him.
Women's point of view on
I'm gonna
meat.
reach out to him. I'll be like, hey, I like potted meat and Vienna sausages too. Let's talk.
old cracker.
On a cracker, yeah. Are you fancy? Are you fancy?
What type of
to
cracker
on
are
a
you talking about
cracker or
here?
just
Yeah.
eat it straight out of the can.
What type of cracker are you
Listen,
talking about?
If you eat it straight out of the can, then I'm too classy for you.
But Dee Dee also loves olives. So pickle loaf and sandwich spread, Gilbert said. Stuff with blue cheese, jalapenos, garlic, etc. They're amazing.
That was the first one we had was a jalapeno and garlic. The ones we got at Sam's Club, wasn't it? A jalapeno.
The olives?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I
Mhm.
forgot about the jalapenos.
Vanessa
and
said
then,
she said I was
So
stuff with
good.
anchovies.
yeah.
Mm.
That's
I don't know.
interesting. I'm hounding Blue Plate now. So, Trez, he's on board with olives as well.
Olives.
So
I
he
love
loves
olives. The best.
See, you found people that love olives here. Olives,
There we
stuff with
go,
feta,
yes.
chilies,
That
and
is
olive
chilies
oil.
and olive oil.
That sounds delicious.
Hunter Biden is the new butter email. Yeah. He's
Right. Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Yes, Eric. And I'll bring you popcorn, Shannon.
No.
You get all kinds of
I wish I
popcorn
could bring you
offers.
something better than sweet corn.
Sweet corn.
You're right, Eric.
I'll bring you
Lots of
some
corn.
olives with
Yeah.
jalapenos and garlic. I'll bring you like 6 of them.
You would think
6
with the
jars.
you would think with the sweet corn, like corn whiskey or something, would be popular there. I can
No,
see
we're
the
too boring.
debates. They'll have electric paddles to shock the candidates just in case they have a heart attack with it.
Yeah.
Stay clear. They have depends on.
Ready?
Yep.
Now, boom.
Oh my God.
Clear.
We're such a fucking shit show. We are such a shit show.
How many views would that actually draw though?
No, they'd fucking cut it off. No,
Oh
they
my
would.
God.
They got a
debates
delay,
would be-
so they'd never
yeah.
show that.
Oh my God.
No, I'm saying if they did though.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Canned corned beef slices and rye toasted bread sandwich with spicy mustard. There you go. And then you also have
Deviled ham.
Deviled ham.
Deviled ham is like the ham inside the can thing, right?
Like Spam.
Oh.
I've never
So-
had that.
I don't know if you all know what Harlan.
Deviled ham or
Harlan
Spam?
is
Or
Harlan,
both.
Kentucky, or
I've had Spam, never deviled ham.
Okay. What?
yeah, you judge me for liking canned meat and Vienna sausages, but
I don't
you
ju-
fucking
no,
like Spam.
No, I like Vienna sausages.
You
I
judge me for my
ain't
canned
eating
meat?
potted meat because it seems too much like cat food.
Well, fucking Spam and treat are like fucking beaks and
I don't care when you
all
fry that.
shit.
You fry it just like bologna. It's so good.
So eat your fucking shit food, and I'll eat my shit food.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had the deviled ham before, but I've seen it like in a can or stuff. Like it's a little,
Mm.
Oh.
but
Have you ever had a bologna salad?
you're just fucking with me now, right?
No, I'm really
No,
not.
she's not.
I am really not. You didn't go to Little Jerry's wedding with me, did you? Little Jerry got married. He got married to Melissa.
You know,
They
I
lived
don't.
in Harlan, Kentucky, and
No, I
he
didn't.
married this
I didn't
girl.
There's a
My
thing.
cousin-
There's a thing called bologna salad.
Yes.
He's like, you're just fucking with me
Yes.
now, aren't you?
So my
No, it's a real thing.
cousin, his angel, my family, they are angels, and he married this girl, and they lived in Harlan or Hazard, Kentucky. It's just like a really like poor area in the mountains.
I think it was Hazard.
And so we went to their
Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
No, that's where that was out
Yeah,
of.
okay, yeah, like there. So we went to the wedding, and it was in this church that like the door had a lock, a bolt, but somebody already broke in. So we went to the wedding that was supposed to be locked, but it wasn't. And we went back to her house, and I feel so bad saying this because I feel like I'm being judgy. But we went back to their. I know I am, aren't I?
Sorta.
I need to find out what the fuck this
But
bologna salad is.
was it
but
good?
keep
That
going.
was.
No,
It
it
doesn't
was
matter.
not.
Was it good? It
And
wasn't
they had a
good.
beautiful
Okay.
property. It was a poor area, and they had beautiful property. But for the reception, we had bologna salad sandwiches, and it was fucking awful.
What's the
What
bologna
was
salad
in it?
sandwich? Is I mean the
Bologna
is
and
like-
what else was in it?
It's like
a bed of lettuce.
when you have to have bologna and you got to make it stretch farther, so you add like a bunch of filling to it, and you put it on some sandwich bread. Yeah, it was. I'm like, just give me some punch. Like, just give me some punch. You don't need to feed me. Just give me some punch.
There you go, Rod. There's a new one on your. There's a new one on your list to try.
Bologna.
Bologna
salad.
what?
salad.
I feel like I hate to laugh or anything because it's like
I know,
Right,
because I'm
right,
being
you-
judgy.
right, yeah,
No.
yeah.
They're trying to do what they best
Yes,
they
I
can do.
know.
But
Ugh, I know. I
Yeah.
feel so bad for saying.
But
it.
outside of that, you gotta laugh.
I'd be like, y'all want me to run to McDonald's and bring back some shit? 'Cause
Right.
I can
Get
do
some-
that. Yeah.
Get some dollar McDoubles or something.
And
like
I
that.
only feel like I can say it's because I like some cheap ass fucking bottom of the barrel food.
Come back with a McDonald's pyramid of McDoubles.
No, just give me some punch. Just give me some punch. You don't have to feed me. Just give me some punch.
Let me kick in. For your wedding, I'm gonna bring you
Sure
back
you
to
don't need it?
McDoubles.
Yeah. I'll get
Or
you
you
some.
White
guys,
Castles.
or you guys all Burger King. I get some onion rings.
Yes.
Like, oh, we ain't that fancy. We can't do that.
Oh,
I
God.
go to Arby's. They got the meat. No, but
'Cause I'm-
they're trying to do the best they can do. So.
Yeah, right.
I know, and that's
yeah,
why I
yeah.
feel so bad for saying. I
Yeah.
feel so guilty. I'm gonna think about this for like the next 5 days. I'll beat myself up over this.
I'm gonna call you tomorrow and give you all kinds of shit
And then
about
you'll
it.
come home and I'm in a bad mood.
Not me.
What's wrong?
No, yeah. Like, oh,
I'm
they,
like,
ca-
did you
they,
hear the comment I made last night?
they called you, didn't they?
No.
I was watching Rod J's show.
That's right. Yeah.
He's not married to her anymore. Yeah.
Well, if you're serving olive loaf of whatever salad, I mean, you know.
Yeah,
only goes so
yeah. I
far.
mean, it looks like it, but it tastes
Yeah,
really good. If that's
yeah.
like cat food
I mean, I
taste, then
feel
we're
like
gonna be
you
okay
just-
with the apocalypse.
You should just like grill some hot dogs or something like that. Just had hot dog. I mean,
Right? Yeah. Or punch.
a little punch or
Yeah.
fucking granola bar.
Or
Or something.
anything.
nothing.
Or anything.
Or nothing. Be like, you saw us get married. Now be on your way.
Like, here's your Pop Tart. Here's your
Yeah.
Pop Tart.
Here's your parting
I
gift.
like, I love
Yeah.
Pop Tarts.
Just go.
Didi said meow meat, talking about the potted stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It does look like.
yeah.
Yeah. It does look
Yeah,
like
that's yeah.
Green olive
Yes.
fruit, especially Jim Martini, currently with blue cheese stuff. There you go.
that. Yeah. I'm not big on blue cheese.
Pork roll, egg, and cheese. Underwood, double ham.
Yeah,
Double ham? Yeah.
That kind of reminds me of the
Mm.
bologna salad.
Ground up bologna with mayonnaise to make a fake ham salad spread.
Yes, that's
They
it.
do
Right
that?
there. Yeah.
That's
That's bologna
that's a
salad.
bologna salad. Yeah.
The electric battle took place to help by the sleepy-headed ass sneezing.
Yeah. Oh God. Poor buddy. He means well.
He's like, I'm awake. I'm awake. God.
Oh.
If you just did a drinking game, every time he says either look or folks, you just be hammered. You be hammered.
Oh
on the
god, yeah, you couldn't last 10 minutes probably.
And he used to say "look, folks" together. And I watched it today, and he had it broken up. So at one point he'd say "look," and another part he would say "folks." I'm like, you're just trying to separate, which you usually do.
Mm.
Yeah, it's 2024. It'll be interesting to see what happens there.
I
mean,
bet it. I think it was. I think it was.
But I don't think he's like as senile and stuff. I just think
No, he's not.
they're just putting too much stuff in front of him. Plus, he's older. You got him running around all over the place. He needs his rest.
And he had a speaking
Yeah,
stuttered.
right.
It's like, you know, it's like he's not a public speaker.
Well, he's been in government for a long time. He should be a public speaker by now.
You should be.
He should, but he had
But
like a
he's-
speech
and he-
impediment.
Well, he got over the stuttering for the most part. He still has a little bit that pops up, but for the most part, he's kind of got over it. But it's just like, I don't know. When he first came out, his speeches were like, it feels nice to have somebody speak in full sentences again. But
Yeah.
you see that start to break down over time now. And it's
It's
just
like point A to point Z. Like, what about the in between?
Yeah.
And like they keep coming back. Oh, there was a gaffe here. He didn't mean to say it this way. This wasn't like. It's like you see him do speech, like when he says stuff about Putin. I was like, you don't want to really put that out there and give him
Right.
bulletin
Like,
board material. Like, yeah, some
Yes.
things it's like some things you just don't say. Like,
I mean, like when he was like, that man Putin should not be in power anymore. Like, for God, and I'm like, I understand what you're saying, but you're the president, and if you say that, he's going to take it as like, you're going to try to assassinate me and all that
yeah.
shit. Which somebody
Yeah.
should fucking
Well,
assassinate him.
when he called him like a war criminal, it was like, yeah, we've had some past presidents that can kind of be judged on stuff too.
Right, yeah. Right. And that's the whole thing, like with the nuclear bombs. I'm like, we're the only country that's ever used a nuclear bomb.
Yeah, another country. Yeah.
Yeah, and
true.
I'm like, so I'm looking at Putin and I'm like, oh, fuck, if he uses, and I'm like, well, why are we any better than him if he does? Because we fucking did that.
Right.
We did it once and a second time just to show, hey, we do have these still. So
Just because, yeah.
But speaking of
We-
nuclear, so right now, North Korea, because they're like, hey, we're here too. They're
Yeah.
they're doing underground nuclear testing.
I saw that.
So it's like
We're
hey,
distracted.
Like we
We're
wouldn't
distracted.
be noticed. Well, I think Kim is like we wouldn't be noticed.
Yeah. What about
We-
us?
We're
Don't
over
forget
here
about
too.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then China's like, oh, guess what? Taiwan, nobody's watching your back right now. So we're
Right,
gonna make our
yeah.
move. So it's just like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So many distractions.
yeah. So, but
and
you
the
know
whole
what?
nuclear, the
We're
whole
all-
nuclear thing, and I'm like, just fucking kill me. I don't want to survive. Just fucking take me out. Plant it right in my fucking backyard and take me out.
Yeah.
I do not want to fucking try to survive.
But I mean, once we solve the whole Will Smith and Chris Rock thing, we'll take care of that stuff.
Everything else
Exactly,
will
yeah.
take care of itself.
We'll handle that
Exactly.
after we get these. So,
Yeah, we got more important things.
Poor
All
Chris
right,
Rock. I
Gilbert.
feel so bad for him.
Cheers, homie. We're about to end it here too because it is the witching hour.
See you,
Always
Gilbert.
great to have you. They blow bubbles in the water and call it champagne.
I'm going to hell.
I'm going to hell too. I'm going to hell too.
We'll meet you there, DD.
You're on the right train for that, homie. But you know what? The way I figured, hell will have the better parties. So I mean, all the rock stars that were good went to hell.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, party like a rock star.
Oh yeah.
Is it jacuzzi champagne? Vanessa said
It can be.
Well, thank you. Always great fun, Vanessa, as well. Great having you guys. You guys make it all fun, and thanks for all
absolutely.
That tuned in earlier this week when I had Paul and Brian on talking about the Italian craft beer movement, and then last night when I had Amethyst on talking about her experience with craft beer. Linda, when I had her on talking about Mad River. So Mal, when she was on talking about Perfectly Me Craft. So a lot more stuff like that coming to the channel. So glad you guys all were here to check that out. And there's Mal right there on cue. So this is great.
Oh,
so thank you.
Mal.
And maybe this weekend I'll try to do like a group type chat or something as well, depending. Saturday night we got anniversary dinner, so I got to go out for that. But
so Friday, tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
Fridays are usually a little tough, but we'll see.
Well, the weekend is Friday and Saturday, and you just said Saturday's your anniversary.
Well, I could do Sunday during the day and stuff too, because I have a lot of people over in the UK, Scotland, that they don't get a chance to really chime in because they're asleep right now. But they like to follow the replays on stuff. So they get Craig on here from Kent. And
I love Craig.
Get Don on here. Don's over in Scotland and a few of the other guys. So I've been meaning to do like a weekend type thing. I just haven't got around to it. So, but it's always fun. You guys make it fun. That's why I do this.
You make it fun.
I'm just a vessel.
Appreciate it.
I'm just out here.
We're all just vessels, right? We're all just
trying not to hit the iceberg. You know, just guiding the Titanic. Don't hit the iceberg.
There you go. Yep.
Who's that guy in front top of the ship? Get him out of there. You know, get that king of the world guy off the damn back.
Yeah, usually nobody's paying attention to anybody else, so they're not worried about it until it happens.
Right. Big Daddy says breaded fry spam. I don't even know how you even make a breaded fry spam.
I seen a TikTok on those, Big Daddy, where they were making like spam fries and breading them and deep frying them. They look so good. I'm gonna have to try those. I am gonna have to try those.
Well, appreciate you, Dee. Great time. Needed this. Peace and wish for a miracle whip. Dan, better keep the paddle close tonight. And have good time golfing tomorrow as well, Dee.
Yes.
Yeah, Double D.
James said, piss well.
Hit them straight.
The more you pee, the more you live. Well, there you go. Get out the system.
True story. True story.
And Mal says, good night, guys. Text me about July, Shannon.
Yes, yes.
You guys can
for sure.
There. And Dee, you're hilarious. Yeah, he's a funny guy. Funny guy.
Yes.
Joe Pesci. Funny guy. All right. I'm going to sign off here for more comments. Keep coming in, but I love you all. Appreciate you all. And we will catch you all next week, if not before.